devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand, bang, got my hand. Call
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? Now, I know it may look like I'm rocking some overalls. All right. It may look like I'm rocking suspenders, but I assure you I'm not. And I would like somebody out there to guess. First, guess what I'm rocking right here. Okay. Some of y'all may know. Some of y'all may know, but I'll show it here in a moment. I just want to go ahead and jump into it and just say, what's up, y'all, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for coming in and tuning in to DLD After Dark and just hanging out with your boy, Chips Ahoy, for your boy. Let's go ahead and jump in. So, first off, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. It's a big commitment to come and sit and chill here for sometimes an hour or two, sometimes 3 or more. But I'm grateful for all y'all contributing your time to the show. And I got my boy coming on here in a minute. No, it's not Flying Rich. And yeah, so anyway, we'll jump into it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the next 10 minutes or so to greet all of the channel members, to welcome all of them, and thank them for basically single-handedly supporting the channel because because guess what? Basically everything else has been shut down for this channel, and there is no supporting of the channel other than DLD Hardware, which you can get all your super dope building stuff at dldhardware.com. So check it out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to greet all of our channel members, and appreciate all y'all channel members out there, channel members and mods. What would I do without y'all? And then also what we're going to do is we'll do a little honorable mentions, say what's up to the homies. And we got an exciting one this evening. I'm actually pretty flippin' excited about it. And we're going to be reviewing the body cam footage from the predicted Trump assassination. So that should be interesting. Also, what we'll do for those of you that may be tuning in for the first time, for those of you that are watching on replay the next day or the next day or the next day, do me a favor. If you are, thank you. Appreciate you guys. I salute you. Do me a favor and just drop a comment, replay mafia. Shout out to my boy Razor JB. Or even pull a spin 360 and put recapitulation syndication. But just throw a comment in there to let me know that you're watching this the next day or the next day or the next day. It's funny, like, we'll have, 300 people watch the show like the night of with an average view time. Get this, an average view time. Like YouTubers, like literally brag about like a 10-minute view time. My average view time is like 58.5 minutes. That means you guys, on average, are watching this show consistently for an hour, which is nuts. I can't believe, like, it's crazy. I'm super grateful for all y'all. So anyway, um, so I forgot where I was going with that. But anyway, so you guys, y'all are committed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that y'all come in and chill for the time that you do. It means a lot to me, for real. And yeah, for the next 10 minutes or so, we're going to be greeting all those people that commit an hour at a time. Sometimes a lot of y'all, I literally see y'all here from the moment that we start to the moment that we end, and that's incredible. And I love y'all for it. So we'll greet all of our channel members. We'll say what's up to everybody that's coming in and hanging out with us. And if you are here for the first time, first off, I don't believe that, because YouTube certainly would never show this content to new people. Secondly, if you are, welcome. I believe it when I see it. Welcome. And for those of you guys that are here for the first time, I hope that as you watch this show, that you believe that we have earned maybe even a like with the old thumbs up there. Thank you, AI Assist. Or maybe even a little clickety click on the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. We'll see. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to greet the person, or in this case, people that were first. And then I'm going to ask for right now, channel members, sound off in chat right now, because I'm going to say what's up to the first person, people that came in. And then it looks like we had a tie. That's the crazy thing, is that, like, boom, right at the same time. And YouTube just kind of chooses which one they want to put first. And I've actually seen it to where, both people, came in right at the same time. And then it was one way on one screen. Somebody was first, and then a different person was, AI with this craziness. Come on. And then a different person was first on another screen. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, let's go ahead and say what's up. We got Blue Curtain Burner first in chat. What's up, brother? Also a channel member. Appreciate you, my guy. And we got Mark Tucka, Mabka, also first in chat. Y'all literally came through at like the same time, bro. Otherwise, when have y'all ever known me to actually, like, welcome two people and congratulate both of them for being first? It's like never happened, but I swear to goodness, both y'all's ish showed up at the same time. So let's do a high five for Blue Curtain Burner, and let's do a fist bump for my boy Mark Tucka. There you go, my guy. Appreciate you. All right, let's go through and let's say what's up to all the channel members. Oh, let me get, holy moly, I'm super behind on chat here. All right, so let's go back. Thank you, Robert Ribbit Harrison. Your wall is looking really good these days, DLD. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I probably went right past all the guesses. If anyone out there does have any guesses as to what I'm wearing, it's not suspenders, it's not overalls. It does look like overalls. Like, as I'm looking at myself in here, it straight up looks like overalls, which is hilarious, because that is exactly what I wanted to. It was what I was going for. I wanted to look so low pro that it could never be anything assaulty or tactically, anything like that. So let's go through and say what's up to all the channel members. Of course, we got Kurt 24, the producer of the show. My guy, great to see you. Appreciate you. Not only is he a mod, but he's also a channel member. Hey, we got Eagle Run 23 in the building. What's up, brother? Not My Name as well. What's up, fam? Good to see you. Another channel member. Zanti Misfit in the house as well. No, 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 no. Invader Zip is in the building. What? Yo, Zip, where have you been at? You must have been running around building planes or something, because I have not seen you in like 11 years. But Invader Zip, bro, good to see you, my guy. Thank you for coming in here. Hope you and the family are doing well. All right, let's get caught up here. Eric Stockbridge, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you, my guy. Let's see. We got Gort. Great to see you, Gort, my brother, channel member. Let's see who else we got up in here. Okay, ADXR920. What's up, brother? Good to see you. We actually had the Freedom Crew University crew actually had a really in-depth conversation about the XR920 today, and some other Shadow Systems products. It was good. It was a good conversation, and all of us have Shadow Systems that are all kind of at different round counts. So it was kind of it was good. Once we kind of tackle that topic, we are going to do a Shadow System specific I guess podcast. I don't really call them podcasts, right? They're shows, right? But we're going to do a Shadow System specific show. We also, y'all aren't ready for this. We also, because I've covered like every single Glock frame and product like nearly in existence, right? We've at least talked about everything. We also are going to be going over the BCA Grizzly 101 and or Grizzly 102, which is I'm kind of excited to do it. Like a sub $300 uh, Glock style firearm, very much in the PSA dagger realm that has some pretty dope, features and bells and whistles, and they're sending one out to the channel. So I'm pumped about that. And I told him, I was like, yo, I'm gonna take it. The first thing I'm gonna do is put 1,000 rounds through it, and then I'm gonna shoot it to failure. Which yeah, it'll be fun. So I would love to hear rather which ones y'all want to see. If you want to see the 101, which is the full size 17, or if you want to see the 102, which is the 19 size, or compact and full size. And then also, they have like over 100 SKUs. So they're like, yeah, we're gonna have a flat dark earth frame or a copper frame with a copper barrel and a lime green frame. Please don't make me get the lime green one. And we're gonna have like all these crazy colors. So if y'all out there, if you have any preference on like what you want to see, maybe like a copper frame with the copper threaded barrel or whatever, just let me know, and we'll do that. Also, we need to touch base tonight on the Liberty Bell Firearms project, because I thought of another idea that I want you guys to submit my crazy ideas to Liberty Bell Firearms for a project I'm getting Sarah coded, and you guys are going to be able to pick um, my Cerakote job. So I won't even know what it looks like or anything like that until it gets completed and sent back to me. So that should be fun. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep it going. The only time I lost 58.5 minutes is with DLD. Dang, bro. I appreciate you, man. ADXR920, we got Gort in the building. Kurt, what up? What up? Blue Curtain Burner, my guy, who was one of the first two to get in the crew. Blue Curtain Burner, Eric Stockbridge, Senor Bob, what's up, brother? Chinamemba, Chinamemba. Zanti Misfit, my guy, Chinamemba, Eagle Run 23, which if y'all do not subscribe to Eagle Run 23, you got to. Eagle Run is the man. He is a hell of a builder and a great dude to watch. So make sure you do. Mark Tucka, my guy. Let's see. Live Life, brother. What's up? Welcome back to Chena membership. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you. Yeah, new member. Welcome back, brother. Thank you, man. Live Life. You're my guy. Let's see. Kurt 24. Let's see. I'm still going through. Mag Carrier. Yeah, in denim. In denim. All right. So check this out. All right. If you can put me on full screen, if you can put me on your TV or whatever, I'm gonna show you all this, and y'all gonna trip. All right. Yo, in Stifler, yo, I got your email, bro. My bad, I haven't been able to respond to you yet. There's a lot of people I haven't been able to respond to recently, but I got your email. I appreciate you reaching out, and yeah, let's talk about doing something, man. Thank you for reaching out. I appreciate you, man. Let's see, Live Life, my guy, Chinamemba, appreciate you, my guy. Let's see, Eric Stockbridge. Let's see, any other Chinamembas? Sound off. Come out in PLA, my guy. Great to see you also at Chinamemba. JC Neener. What? JC Neener is no definition shank. Not yet. We're like 2 to 3 weeks out from that. It's so close, though. It's so close. There's only a couple things that need to be done. Then definition knives will be. Here you go. Here's a little sneak peek. Beautiful, beautiful, solid folders, drop point blades, super dope. I love the blue. The blue was obviously because of the play on, DLD After Dark and everything being blue. And oh, woo, dropped a goon and that's the dark one, the DK one. And here I'll show you all this real quick. So bam, look at that denim chest rig, bro. I had to unclip the piece. That you get it, right? And little GP pouch and a little medical pouch, you know what I'm saying? So we got 4 AR mags, we got 4 pistol mags, GP pouch, and a medical pouch. And there's some bro, this is roomy for real. I love the fact that it's denim. It's super low pro, super, super low key. I love that about it. Yeet. Hold on one second. I kind of just did it for I can't say the flex, right? But for the lulls, like look, I was looking at all the different ones that they had available, and of course, they're like, there's multicam. There's let me see how close I can get without knocking everything over. There you go. There's multicam. There's black multicam. There's wolf gray. There's black. There's this and that. And then I saw they had denim, and they had one left, and then they had the acid wash denim, that black denim that we had from back in the day. And I was like, bro, this is official, because if you need to be walking down like urban suburban areas, yo, the denim is where it is at. It is super low key, doesn't look like anything much. So much better than like rolling around with one of these on in full multicam. Anyway, I wanted to show that off, but I certainly don't want to wear it the entire stream, because you know what I'm saying, it's uncomfortable. Come out in PLA, my guy. Great to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Kurt 24, my guy, the producer of the show. Uh, Surely there is someone you're forgetting. We'll come back to you. We'll come back. Um, are my eyes like bugging out, or like, am I missing Shannon members? Hold on. G23, come on, PLA, Eric Stockbridge, Kurt 24, Mark Tucker, Mopka, Eric Stockbridge. Let's see. Hey, Blue Curtain Burner member for 12 months, a whole year, my guy. That's what's up. 1 year, dang, all from a gifted membership. You see that, bro? Man, this is why. See, give, right? It's like a circle of giving. A hand that's open to give is open to receive, and so on and so on. Let's see. Johnny Propane, what's up, brother? Good to see you. And then, of course, we got Ron Bayer in the building. What's up, my guy? We got JC Neener, Stifler Manufacturing, which, from what I hear, makes great slides and other products for your firearm building needs. We got Farmer James and likely his wife as well. So appreciate you being here as well. Maybe the only female tolerating parts of this crowd. What is it? Your to esposa? Call out to my wife. Oh, see, I didn't even see that before. I was just showing some love, Let's see. Let me see who else I missed. Blends right into my overalls. I'm saying, bro, you could even put it underneath your overalls for real. And it'll be a little chunky, but you can get away with it. Steve Whoop, what's up, brother? The Canadian Tux camo. I had a bunch of people talking about that. Kurt 24, thank you for dropping this. So this is our Instagram for Definition Knives, which has actually already been removed from Instagram, but we're back now. Yeah, check it out. Definition Knives. It will be dropping in the next 2 to 3 weeks, depending on some things and the slow boat from China. These are knives that we worked with another company on developing, and they're awesome. Just very standard, very tool. They're not like crazy. You know, all like these gas station knives and shit like that like people are doing like rainbow karambits and shit. These are solid knives that are very utilitarian focused, and there's going to be crazy benefits to patronizing definition knives. Like, for an example, if you ever get your knife taken from you, not lost, don't just lose your knife and say that, I'll need another one. But there's going to be a replacement warranty to where, like, if the police ever take the knife from you, if a definition knife ever, is used to save your life, or to, cut a drowning child free from us, whatever, right? Like, we'll replace that shit all day. And these knives that are typically ranging in the $200 to $300 range are all going to be under $100, and most of them between $59 to $79. And we're launching 5 of them starting in the next 2 to 3 weeks. But the only way you're going to see them is if you follow us on Instagram, which is Definition Knives, all together, all one word, on Instagram. Dang, and look at this. My guy, Eric Stockbridge, just gifted 5 DLD After Dark channel memberships. No, but thank you though, bro. I appreciate you so much. Let's see. Hold on. Will it show me? Let me see if I can see this. Let me see if I can see this. Hold up. I think I can. That's funny. Okay, so we got, hey, there we go. Okay, so Eric Stockbridge gifted 5 DLD After Dark channel memberships, which gives Teresa Buchanan a channel membership, Mr. Bu Galoo a channel membership. I appreciate you, brother. Lead on Steel was gifted a channel membership. Tex Bullington was gifted a membership, and Slide Bite was gifted a membership. Bro, thank you, man. Appreciate all you guys. For real. Thank you. Thank you for y'all being here, because it gives them to active viewers. And thank you, Eric Stockbridge, for gifting that, man. I appreciate you, bro, for real. Okay, so let's go through, see if I miss anybody here. Senor Bob, oh, I don't know if we should talk about that. Maybe. I did indeed make the evidence table, just not in the way that I thought I was going to. I thought there'd be a cool picture circulated on the internet, and then it'd be like, tee, and then on to the next one. And me making the evidence table showed up in the way of a federal grand jury subpoena. Yeah, about that. Thank you to the GOA and to Rob Olson and to the attorneys that jumped in to help, man. I cannot even say, I can never speak highly enough about those guys, man. I mean, they jumped in, no question, no check, no nothing. Just, what do you need? Yep, done. And they told me, man, we're going to talk about this in a second. They told me straight up, they said, you are doing the Lord's work. If you ever need us, we will be there for you. Gutter Cheese, brother, great to see you. Have you printed a gun today? I appreciate you. I've actually not printed a gun today because I'm like about to hit 2,000 hours on my printer. I've been printing like a madman. I've been running this ish for 24/7 for the past week for reasons. Teresa Buchanan is now a channel member. Zanti Misfit, my guy, channel member. Too Many Choices. What's up, brother? Red Dawn as well. Gutta Cheese, also a channel member. Appreciate all you guys being here. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. And you know what? I'm pretty sure I can talk about the federal grand jury subpoena because, why not? I'm about to hit 7,200 hours, bro. What? Yeah, I got mine a little after Black Friday, and I've been running it since then. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and watch the Trump assassination attempt body cams. Before we do, we're going to bring in your boy, who I've been making sit backstage for the last 20 minutes. My apologies. Y'all know your boy, Red Dawn. You stay ready, so you don't need to get ready.
Get ready.
Your boy built in.
What's happening, y'all? What's happening, y'all?
Holy moly, your mic is coming in hot.
Is it?
I think it's
I don't know.
okay.
I never adjust anything, so maybe I was just
Screaming.
giving it the Randy Macho Man Savage.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
Chest
watch that film tonight.
Oh yeah. That's kind of like more like the Kool-Aid Man, I guess. Sorry.
Maybe a little bit.
Chessboard. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Too many choices, my guy. Let's see who else. DLD approaching Grizzly Adams status with that. Yo, it's getting pretty serious. It's getting pretty serious. My daughter was like, "Daddy, like this is getting like, your beard's getting big," and she reached up and she like ran her fingers through it. And it's like this coarse, like
It's looking good, bro. It's looking nice and dense.
Hey, man. You know what she said?
Nice little line up there.
Yeah, I like to keep. That's all me. That's all
nice.
Me. I don't have nobody do.
Do you do it with just a regular razor, or you do it with like the old school straight?
So
straight
what
blade?
I do, you take a strip of duct tape and line it up against there, and then I'm just kidding. So I use a just regular clippers, and then there's like the clippers that you use on a zero.
Yep.
And then you go back through with the close shave joint too. So
nice.
Okay, so my daughter like ran her like fingers through it, and she had this face like this on. She was like, "You should shave it all off." I was like, "Dang." All right. But it does, like, look, I'm not a super thin dude, right? So it kind of gives my face like definition,
Yeah.
Like
definition faces.
Definition knives faces. Oh man, I know. Isn't it so bad what you're willing to do to, look a certain way? It's
Dude,
almost
when
like
when I'm not in the corporate world, my beard is gonna be like down to here.
Bro, this is exactly what. So prior to the last year, that's like everything was about. That's why when y'all saw me, it was like everything was all totally short and lined up, and now I'm just like, I literally don't care. I could grow my beard out. I could go get tattoos.
Sick.
I could go get felonies. Like, it doesn't matter, Just kidding. Don't go get felonies, guys. Vanessa Kitty, good to see you. Christy, good to see you.
Yeah, we need every vote we can this election. So if you're gonna get a felony, wait till after the election, please.
Well, I made the first joke about my father passing away, and I had said, man, my father was going to be voting for Trump, and now that he passed away, he's going to be voting Democrat. So I know
sad,
it's
but true.
Right? It's like it. Yes, it's bad. It's sad, and for real, like
I think my great grandparents might be voting this election.
Probably, actually,
there's a chance.
Yeah. It's funny when it's like your family literally served and fought in the Civil War and voted in the 2020. Man against the masses, brother. I knew I forgot somebody else. Our resident meme artist. Great to see you. TMC, my guy. Great to see you. Oh, why did it not click on clickety click? TMC, my guy. Too many choices. Great to see you, man. Appreciate all you guys coming through. Okay, so we'll talk about this. So in the past, guys, and then we'll do an introduction for you. Then we'll do the thing. All right. In the past, I've given companies shit that gave up customer info when they didn't legally have to. Right. Like for an example, Rainier Arms. Right. Rainier Arms, Salvo, EDP Builder, Zafiri Precision, like all those guys. They were told, hey, we want all of your New York sales, and then if you don't give it to us, we're going to subpoena you. And in lieu of being subpoenaed, they gave up the customer information. And I was always pissed about that, because it's like, dude, you didn't like give one transaction to them, right? You gave them all the data for an entire state in lieu of a subpoena, right? When you're subpoenaed, you have the option to comply, to challenge, or to ignore. And usually ignoring is not a good idea, right?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a good one.
Yeah, it's not advisable.
But
And
damn, you get a challenge flag. I might have to throw that challenge flag.
yeah, right. Flag on the play. But it pissed me off because they're all like, we're a company that's all about, freedom, liberty, and independence. And,
Yeah.
and then somebody says, we're going to subpoena you if you don't give us all this info. And they're like, okay, take this. Like, you had no legal obligation to give anyone anything, right? Just like Liberty Safes. They had no legal obligation to give it. Send me paperwork that says, do this or you're going to jail. Then I'll consider it with my attorney, right?
Yep.
So I've been telling people from 23 to 24 to 2023 to 2024 that this is going to be the year that I hit the evidence table, which is basically for you guys out there that know, when somebody's like busted like illegally building a bunch of firearms and like selling them, or building a bunch of illegal machine guns and selling them or whatever, and then there's a bunch of stuff on the evidence table. They always put jigs on the evidence table, but all is that it's a polymer 80 jig. You don't know like where the jig came from or whatever. So obviously I sell my own jigs, the DLD hardware jigs, the DLD hardware single pin jigs. But then also when I sold polymer 80 jigs, I was like, I need to put my DLD stickers all over them, right? Because I want to see a DLD hardware jig in an evidence table picture. Well, I did make the evidence table, just like I said, not in the way that I had intended. I get a call and I'm looking at the number and I'm like, this looks like some spam bullshit, right? So I didn't answer. And I get a voicemail and it's like, hi there, this is the so and so, I forgot his name offhand, so and so special agent out of ATF blank 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 field office in so and so. And I was calling to request some information for you. If you can give me a call back, that'd be great. Yo, when I got that call,
You should totally turn that audio into a short.
bro, so I actually not only have the audio recorded, I also have the phone call recorded, and I
Smart man.
have the phone call of like calling back recorded. And I have, because the state he called me from was a single party state, and the state that I'm in is a single party state, so I could record him without, that individual's knowledge. To my knowledge, I could. If there's something illegal about uh, recording a federal agent without their knowledge, then whatever. So sue me. Don't sue me though, please. Anyway, hang on, I need some nicotine now.
Well, if someone calls your phone, they should have no expectation of privacy. They called your phone. You didn't call them.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And how do I know that they're not a PDF file grapist?
Yeah.
Just kidding. So
I mean, I'm answering all phone calls now. This phone call is going to be recorded. Hi, this is Red Dawn Readiness. How can I help you?
Dude, so there actually is a way like on
to set your phone like that?
Yeah, so with I use Google Voice. Hold on.
Nice.
Oh, snap. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can. Okay, for anyone who thinks I'm welling, hold up. Oh no, don't call. Press play. Don't call. I'm gonna bloop out the name, only because I don't want people harassing this fool. Hold on. So can you hear me right? Okay, perfect. All right, let's and it's turned down all the way because I was watching my own stream. Okay. All right. Hang on 1 second. All right. Ready? Corn.
Special agent with ATF in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm calling regarding
All right. Hang on 1 second.
A little closer.
Special agent with ATF in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm calling regarding a grand jury subpoena I have for records related to purchases made from your company. If you could give me a call back. My phone number is 414-232.
You know who it sounds like a little bit?
Sorry, man, I almost put his whole number out there. It kind of sounded like a joke. That's what I thought.
It sounded like our boy. Why is his name escaping me right now?
Shipman?
No, the guy you do lives with all the time. He comes on my channel. The reporter, our buddy.
Oh, Crumpy.
It does sound. It sounded a little bit like
Man,
Crump.
You know,
I'm
what?
like, is that John Crump messing with you?
No lie, I didn't even think about that. I was so like into the voicemail. Hang on.
I'm a special agent with ATF in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm calling regarding a grand jury.
Yeah, I guess. So here's what happened. Just so y'all know, here's what happened. All right, and I'm sure homie is a mouth breather. It does sound, yeah, it does sound like Crump. Oh my. Yeah, bro, when I say it, so the funny thing is the voice to text on the voicemail said ETS, and I was thinking like ETS magazines, right? Because companies call me all the time, and I was like, oh shit, I bet that it's the ATF, but it just sounded like ETS, right? So I listened to it and I'm like, oh shucks, that's the ATF. So anyway, the funny thing is that for him to get my number, he literally had to click through the ATF prompt on my website, which is all sorts of funny. But before I called him back, I mean, it was like a couple hours, a few hours before I called him back. I, against my better judgment, personally called him instead of having an attorney call him, which I should have had an attorney call him, but I didn't reach Rob Olson and the guys that have been helping me at the GOA at that point yet. But basically, I had to make a decision, and I was like, look, I am not going to give them shit unless I have a subpoena, unless I have a federal grand jury subpoena that says my name on it and my company's name on it. I am not going to give them shit unless I literally will go to jail for not doing. Less than an hour later, I had a federal grand jury subpoena in my inbox. Like, fuck. So anyway, I found out, but basically,
I'd be like, I want to speak to Diddlebach directly.
Yeah. So a dude did something very bad with stuff, and he built a gun using jigs from my company, and whatever. All right, so either come to court in fucking Wisconsin, or just tell them if he purchased anything from you. So whatever, call me a turncoat or whatever. I contacted the GOA and the attorney.
Considering that they've probably found the jigs that's the DLD After Dark.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
literally,
did he buy these jigs from you that have your company on them? I guess so.
So I honestly think that what happened is they subpoenaed his bank records and looked at purchases to the, so it's not like I was protecting anyone like specific, right? Like the dude is already.
Did you ask him like, hey, are you guys going to put this on TV? Can you please give me a good like angle for my jig?
Could you get like the what's it called? What's the boat?
Banana boat?
No, the boat terminology for like aft. Could you get the aft portion of my jig in the shop? No, but anyway, I cannot speak highly enough about the dudes at the GOA. Like literally just picked the phone. So I met Aiden, I don't know, years ago, back when I literally first started this, back when the frames and receiver shit like just started popping off, right? What's up, Drew? Good to see you, brother. And you're only confirming what they already know. Exactly. And I mean, I had a decision to make, and whatever, if anyone feels some type of way, sorry, but well, they can't sue Polymer 80 anymore, so yeah. Oh, and because I had an attorney helping me, they were able to confirm, like, look, They're not coming after you. They don't give a shit about you. They don't care about nothing that you're doing. They're literally, they have a dude literally in custody and they're investigating. They already have the stuff. All you're doing is saying yes to something. So it is what it is. I mean, somebody may feel some type of way about that, but I ain't going to jail for some dude that, is out there committing felonies, doing dirt. Like, I'll go to jail for like one of my homies, but I'm not going to jail for a stranger that spent $30 with me, Shit.
I mean, nothing about the sale of it is illegal in any way. So I don't even know what the point is of asking if he bought whether he printed it himself, whether he bought it himself, whether he found it on a street corner has nothing to do with any damn thing,
Yeah. He was acting as a dealer. Could be. I didn't want to give, too much information. And I actually can't, it is against the NDA of the NDA portion, I guess you'd call it, of the federal grand jury subpoena for me to do certain things. So I just figured, fuck it. Like, what's the, it's not
right.
like,
Lisa, what Johnny said exactly.
What's that?
Scroll up just a little bit. It's not like you gave them a master code to everybody's guns.
No, dude. And that's the thing, like that, something like that, like on like my like morals and my integrity and my reputation and my like the lifeblood of my business. Okay, now we're talking about something different. If you got to pick which hill you're willing to die on, would you go to jail for light? Detective John Kimball. I'm glad that you're here, Detective John Kimball. Dangle Matt, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Z, good to see you. Was it real corn pop? He's a bad dude. He is a bad dude. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into. I was going to say something else, but I literally don't remember. So, if you will, Red Dawn, and actually, before we start, for that one person out there that's going to put a comment like the show actually starts at 42 and a half minutes in, thank you in advance. And also, Red Dawn, if you will, take a moment, just introduce yourself and let everyone know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
It's your boy Red Dawn Readiness, and you can find me on YouTube at Red Dawn Readiness. I am a father, prepper enthusiast, post-apocalyptic fiction, thought-provoking, avid fun haver, and war gamer.
War gamer.
But y'all come check out my channel. I know most of you guys in the chat are probably already subbed up, but if you're not subbed up to Red Dawn Readiness, thank you, Kurt. Red Dawn Republic as well is a way backup channel. But yes, I do a lot of cool stuff on my YouTube. Come check it out. We do lives on Wednesdays and Fridays, and I try to drop content all in between that. So appreciate my boy Dark having me on, and excited to see these dingle box footage that we're going to review here of the Trump assassination attempt.
Well, and here's one of the things. This I don't know if any other body cam footage has come out. What we have here is the one that was dropped in our Signal group a day or two ago. There is no audio, and if there is audio, I think there's audio for like one snippet, and like that's it. So we're basically gonna have to like guess. I was thinking we could do like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing, and like we can say what we think they're saying.
Excellent.
Like this one dude is like, "Hey, there might be."
Hey Johnny, how do we get on this roof?
Oh, I got a dang old ladder. Hold on there, Bill.
Oh shit! I forgot about those windows up there. We could have just went up there and looked. Oh shit!
How are we gonna take this guy out? And then
Fuck, I forgot the passcode to the door again, John.
A dang old safety's still on.
Wait, didn't that lady in the Secret Service ask us to stand down for a little bit?
Stand down and stand by.
Yeah, dude, that's why I got this extra check. Just wait a couple minutes.
Yes. Agorizer, bro, member for 20 months, my guy, almost 2 freaking years. The actual show starts now. You know what? the show been started? Been started. Mike McClune, the Goon. What's up, brother? Good to see you. And thank you for the 20 months, Aggie. You're my guy. Appreciate
That's dopeness.
Yeah, man. It's the peeps, man. Give them what they want. T for Tejas, my brother. Great to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in as well. Everyone else, Senor James, appreciate you, man. Hey, T for Tejas, member for 25 months, 2 years and a month.
Beast
Dang.
mode.
Now I wish the emojis that he's using now could actually be viewed on a computer when you stream to a computer.
That would be cool.
Instead,
I'm like Goondark. I'm like,
yeah, dude. Like, oh my goodness. It's some of these are actually pretty dope emojis, so it's a little troublesome. The Redneck Prepper, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming in as well. Everyone else that's here, man, I appreciate all y'all if I miss you. I am betting on a whiskey in that big white cup. Oh no, I think it's actually water for Red Dawn.
oh yeah, no, it's water with electrolytes, y'all. The extent of my substance usage is Zen.
Yeah, full Zen.
Full Zen.
Yeah, man. Here, if we could, I actually need to go grab a beverage. I forgot the beverages.
I
got
got you.
If
I'm
you
gonna say
could,
hi to some people in the chat. Agorizer, good to see you. Kurt24, Vanessa Kitty, Damian Christian. I just wrote you back an email, Damian.
and
Teresa
actually,
Buchanan. Teresa Buchanan's in here, man. She's an OG prepper. Good to see you, Teresa. Farmer James.
If also too, one thing I would kind of like to do is, every now and then we have people on the ground that are doing like news reporting and like following up on like leads and things like that. There was actually a lead that Joe Biden himself was in New England right now. Let's go to you on the ground and let's see.
And that was not the real Joe Biden, so don't be getting your pants all in a bunch. That was one of Joe Biden's stand-ins who had a mask on, and also could have been a robotic clone of Joe Biden. So don't fret.
We don't believe in that stuff here. Come on.
Sorry.
Those are all conspiracy theories.
Yes. Theories.
Cheers.
Did you guys know a new synonym for conspiracy theory is facts?
Spoiler alerts?
Yeah. Spoiler alerts.
For real.
Robo Biden. Yes.
Okay. Big Fish, what's up, brother? Good to see you from the Tactical Turkeys. Shout out to those guys. Funny enough, our permanent 5% off discount code is FJB. Nice. That's what's up. Most popular president ever. All right, so let's start with this. What we're gonna do is I did not monetize this video just so I can prevent the potential issues with fair use. I believe what we're going to be doing is fair use. However, YouTube doesn't care. Once they detect that there is another YouTube video within your YouTube video, they're just going to hit you. So to avoid that, I did not monetize the stream. So we can go ahead and utilize this. Give me 1 sec here. I'm going to get it all queued up and screwed up. Bingo was his name. Okay, so we got this. Boom. 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 And bam. Shabba ding dong. Okay.
Service Hercules.
Let me know if it's echoing too.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Secret Service Hercules sniper team that took down the Trump shooter. So in this video, we have more body cam videos that were just released from the officers on the scene right after the Trump shooting took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. And so you're going to see some incredibly rare close-up videos of these Secret Service counter sniper teams, and also what was happening down on the ground behind the stage by the Red Barns here with these officers.
Chris from the 740. What's up, brother? Good to see you. So what I'll be doing what is, do you see those subtitles, bro?
Yeah. Is that Arabic? India? I don't. That's not Arabic. That's like probably India.
Possibly. It looks something like that. Definitely looks to be right to left, so it could be like Hebrew, Indian, something like that.
No, I know Hebrew letters. I'm pretty sure it's Indian. I think I've seen Arabic. Definitely not Arabic.
Is that what they speak in Indiana?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, Indianapolis. That's what it is.
No, it's that country with the 1 billion people that all shit in the streets.
Oh yeah. The people they have a deli, right?
Yeah, snake charmers and poopy baskets in the streets.
Oh, that kind of sounds like a few places in California, actually.
Actually, isn't that lady who's running for president? She's from there.
Oh, poopy butt shit, floor needle ground, California. Oh, India. She could be, but I'm not too sure because she had said, I think she's black now. So
no, she's full-fledged snake charmer.
Yeah, for sure. But she's black now. So
this
y'all,
one.
one year we had so many greens, we had to wash them in the bathtub, y'all. Yeah, I'm telling you, I throw down in the kitchen, y'all don't even know.
And y'all did it in 2020, and y'all gonna do it again in 2024.
Like, what? What did you say?
Like my boy Quavo says, he don't walk it like he talk it.
So,
hello, I want to also say hi to all my cousins out there. Good to see you.
God, you do not tell me to. Okay, so what we're going to do is throughout this process, we'll be stopping the video from time to time, mostly to make fun of everything that's happening, because obviously there was a serious thing that had occurred. Somebody lost their life. A good man that was a father lost their lives. Another shitbag was killed too, but that's okay. That's just restoring order to the silly dirtbag balance. But there was actually a good man that lost his life too, and we want to be respectful of that. Everything else we'll be making fun of, though. So let's go ahead and jump into it and just pray that we don't get suicided.
Says that we're walking around during this time that the shooting broke out. And we finally have our answer as to when the Secret Service sniper teams knew that there was a threat and when the South team finally turned around from facing south to facing north. So let's dive right in. So it starts out inside their small building there, and I think this is either a local butler or a beaver officer. I'm not sure which. And so this is the local command center. And I'll set the stage here for you and show you where they were at. So this is where Trump was speaking right at the time that he's walking out. He's inside this building right here. Now, they have this red triangle that says Butler Command Post, and it's over a tree here. So I'm not sure what the purpose of that for, unless it means this whole area here. That could be what they're referring to. So this triangle could just be used to indicate maybe this whole area, but he's walking out and he's going to be coming across this parking lot and walking along back here when the shooting breaks out. And you're also going to see the Secret Service snipers here from a different angle that we've not seen before. Now, this officer spends a lot of time walking around, so I am going to fast forward some parts in this video, and I'm going to cut out a couple of gory parts when they
Okay, so just a couple things. I do think it's interesting how a lot of people, even beyond the first week after this had occurred, a a lot of people kept constantly referencing that group of two Secret Service counter snipers with the 300 Win Mag,
Mhm.
which it's a Remington 700 in an accuracy international chassis with a Night Force like 2 to 25 or 10 to 25, whatever. It's a crazy optic with it's a remarkable firearm, but a lot of people just continued to push the narrative that they were the ones that took the fatal shot to the dirtbag, but that was not true. It's not the case. Brandon Herrera even spent like $15,000 on that same 300 Win Mag with a Night Force scope on it to make a video when that wasn't even the gun that was used. From what I understand, and let me know if anything had changed. Um, I'm shitting on the clock right now. Nice. Um, well, I believe that it was a Knight's Armament SR-25, which is an AR-10 and 308 that was suppressed, and I can even go back to I have a screen recording of the moment that you remember there was a moment when here we'll take this down for just a quick sec. There was a moment where when the shots first rang out, and you hear the first shot, and then you hear like a small barrage of shots after that, and the camera pans over to it was like some piece of equipment. I forgot what the term is, but it's kind of like a front loading thing, or it was like lifting something up, but the hydraulics on it were hit, so it was just spraying
Yep.
hydraulic fluid all over the place.
Yeah, there's like a
And-
big John Deere that's behind the stage.
yeah, something like that. It was green, so I guess that would make sense. It was John Deere, but you hear this, and that brief moment, that split second that you hear that supersonic crack was the 308. Well, it was the semi-precious metals being deposited into his
On
head.
camera, we have 9 shots that are recorded. There's
9
3
shots.
slow, 5 rapid fire, and then a final shot that's delayed kind of at the end. So if he was shooting that 308 SR-25 suppressed, there's still a missing shot somewhere then, because
and you
I
can't.
don't think that that the recordings that we have would have picked up that suppressed shot from where he was, because we have recordings from the field right next to where the shooter is recording this sound,
Yeah,
and none of them sound suppressed, especially the final one.
I can literally pull it up. Give me a second. Oh, actually, hold on. I think it's right here. Oh, yep, right here. And see this. Unfortunately, the video that I have, the screen recording started after the original shots, so you don't hear the original unsuppressed shots to compare it to. So it was basically like, you know what I mean, like but you'll still be able to hear it. If anyone out there has fired a supersonic rifle suppressed, which that tends to be what I'm shooting the most, that in a 9mm handgun. So let's see, and I even run it back. Oh, you know what? Yes, I do have it. Hang on. I think we can compare it as well. Hold on. Oh, come on, bro. Really? All right, hang on one sec. Let me see if this is it. Yep, that's perfect.
Farmer James is saying no suppressors. They had nothing to hide, any of them. Defensive snipers have no suppressors.
It was 100% a suppressed SR-25. That's already been reported.
Rip Curl says, I'm pretty sure there was 10 shots. All the audio recordings that I saw said 9, and I've watched quite a bit. They also claim that there were 8 rounds on the roof with crooks. which there were 3 slow, 5 rapid fire, and then if there's 1 shot after that would be the sniper, unless there's another shot that I'm not picking up or I haven't seen.
Here, I'm gonna pull this up so we can see this too. Video has new clip. We're gonna share this. Y'all will hear it's unmistakable, right? Like, and I know, in most cases, a law enforcement sniper or counter sniper would have no reason to hide their activities, but it's a suppressor isn't necessarily for. Why does it do this, dude? It keeps putting it up freaking sideways, bro. Hang on. It's there are tactical advantages to having a can. Your sound signature, your physical signature, dust and stuff flying up. The signature under, night vision and thermal is less. And I mean, it's been reported numerous times. Even people from within the Secret Service that kind of went rogue and went out and were talking about it publicly reported that it was the suppressed SR-25. All right, let me see if I can move this around. And I don't got nothing to gain or lose by reporting on what people have said. I'm just saying the stuff. All right, edit. So let's
Okay,
see.
Traveler. I hear you. I hear you.
Really rotate left. Undo rotate left. Flip horizontal. There we go. My guy. All right, so boom, boom, boom. You guys will hear exactly what I'm talking about. Window. All right, here we are. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm always ready.
All right.
No audio.
No audio.
There's the 5.
Okay, hang on. Oh, whoops. Of course.
Audio just like went out for a second.
Yeah, I'm muted. That was my bad. Let me go back here. My apologies. So unsuppressed shots. Now wait for it. That was a suppressed 308. In that last moment, that was a suppressed 308. That last of the 8 was muffled, but and that could be 9. So that's I'm counting 9, but I mean, y'all Goonbeam, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Dark, I sent you a message. Okay. Legally Armed America has a video about this. Yeah. He's a great guy. Legally Armed America. Paul's a good dude. I could even say he's a friend of the channel. So there you go. Rip Curl, what's up, brother? Good to see you. 9th shot was just after the 8th shot, but by Crooks, then there's a delay of several seconds before the 10th shot. So this do y'all hear what I'm saying about that suppressed shot? Do you hear it, Red Dawn?
I do in that video. It's just some of the videos I saw, it didn't sound that quiet.
It could be different cameras at different distances pick up audio very differently. Let me run it one more time.
But the thing is the where I heard it was right next to the building where Crooks was firing, and it sounded louder than where these guys are with professional microphones.
That makes sense though, because so microphones are like night vision, how it auto gates. They do the same thing with audio that light does, right? So you may not necessarily be able to tell, but in a suppressed firearm, what makes the noise? The projectile does. And being closer to him where the projectile actually hit, it's breaking the sonic speed barrier. I mean, that actually kind of makes sense. Maybe I'm tripping. We'll run it one more time.
Let me play this video real quick.
Okay. Here, let me just run this one more time, and then I'll bring yours in.
Cool.
And here, right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me close out of this bitch. I'll just shut it down. All right, so this video.
Yep. Is it up? Let me see. Yeah, we got it up. All right, cool.
This newly released video shows a new angle of the terrifying moments shots were fired at Donald Trump during his rally in Pennsylvania. You can see frightened people running for their lives. And we're learning just days before Thomas Crooks was on the internet searching for information about what they've discovered. This newly
See, did you hear? All right, so the first three are cut off in that, but like what Rip Curl said, you hear dun 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 doom, and you hear another shot that you don't hear in the one that you played.
Yeah,
and then there's that delayed one that we hear again. So I can see what he's saying about 10.
And there's one of them seems muffled. Maybe he was trying to turn the rifle around. Maybe like whatever it was. Like directionally, guns sound different when, for an example, if you discharge a firearm like inside a vehicle pointed out of a window and then pointed like hold it outside of the window, huge difference, right? If you point it one direction and then point another direction, it sounds different, differently. So I mean, it definitely with him probably wiggling around like a fish up there, who knows? It just merely changing directions or him, getting up and trying to, because he probably didn't know, much like I didn't know, much like most people didn't know, that area that Trump got underneath is completely armored. Like it is highly armored.
Well, that's why that female Secret Service agent was hiding behind Trump, because she was safe.
Exactly. Yeah. Not only was she
like
behind armor, but she was behind another human shield. So she's double safe.
Yeah, I think she thought for a second she was the high value target.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Trump was there protecting her,
Yeah, because she's a protected class called DEI.
Yep. Okay, the sound would be somewhat directional and most likely so with the professional microphones for sure. Yeah. Ron Wayne, good to see you, brother. Also, Chinamemba, appreciate you. Yeah, that was odd. Yeah, the phone video, the shot sounds are much louder. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. The timing between some of the professional mics have filters on it, and they also have like a peaking like what's it called? It's like the shit where it prevents it from peaking is easily.
It's like recording if you're shooting a gun on your cell phone, if you've ever recorded that. I mean, you hear how loud it is in person and then you hear it on the phone and you're like, oh, that just sounds like a well done video.
Or like your first shot on your phone is louder than all the follow-up shots because your mic adjusts as well. The timing between the 8th and 9th shot are different. Yeah,
that 9th shot sounded different. I mean, I think there was another shot. Sounds like 10 shots from what I hear. It sounds like the first 5 came out, then there was a sniper shot, and then delayed 20 seconds, maybe another sniper shot. Maybe the body was twitching, he thought it was still moving, so they tagged him again.
So are you saying that there was a shooter on the water tower? I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
Yeah, could be. All right.
This is my theory, because I posted a video. That video where Thomas Crooks runs by on the roof. It looked like he ran by, got crouched down, and then to me, it looks like he got smashed in the head with a round and collapses. So I don't know if there was someone else shooting. I don't know. That's just my theory. Also, the blood on his face, by the time you get that picture, which is like 20 minutes, everyone's like, yeah, that's how blood looks. that blood looks so dry, like he had already been dead there for 45 minutes to an hour on his face. But
Yeah.
who knows, man? We'll stick with the proper narrative for tonight.
Yeah,
Well,
for the sake of ShoeTube, we'll do that. I mean, there are definitely some strange things, and either the window was opened or the window was left open, and this could either be malicious or negligence, or it could be a number of things. But
well, it kind of comes down to this: is like they have video of him running across the roof. How long was he up on the roof? How long was somebody not looking out those windows at that roof? That's really what it comes down to. And then on top of that is we seen the kid run across the freaking roof, and somehow a sniper's already pretty much pointed at the kid, right? What is he? Even if you gave him that long last round, right?
Mhm.
I'm sure that you guys had, and one guy's, they say that they had him in his sights. They just weren't allowed to fire until he fired, which is very strange when there's a fucking president speaking.
Well,
It's
that one team, the ones with the 300 Win Mag,
mhm.
they had a tree obscuring their
Yes.
view of him. So a lot of people were looking at them like they weren't allowed to shoot, and that's what some people were saying when the information was first coming out, was that they were told literally don't shoot until I don't know. It's
But
hard
then,
to
then
believe.
thinking about the fact that they're not all on one channel right now, being like, "Hey, we just saw someone run across the roof. Does anyone have eyes on this?" And then there's just 3 fucking sniper teams up there being like, "Nah, I don't see nothing, boss." Like,
See, that's the other thing. Like, dude, you're supposed to set up. Okay, if you're on different networks, which is something that after talking to some folks that do this kind of stuff on a normal basis, you are supposed to have things in place to combat that. So, for an example, if you have, Secret Service, like the Secret Service, and then the police agency, sheriff's office, or whoever, right? Let's call them police, and then you have like a third agency of some sort, whatever. Let's say you have 3 agencies there. You're supposed to have people with those comms. Take one dude from Secret Service and put them with each team. Take one dude from the police and put them with each team. Take one dude from the liaison officers and put them with each team, or whatever. So that way they can get the comms and then tell the other people that they're with, or communicate it to them. You
well,
know what
what
I
I
mean?
what I believe the lady said, and this would make the most sense too, and this is how they should do it, is they all don't need to be on the same channel. They just need a comm center where all the police report into one channel, and then there's 3 guys from every team in one command center. So when he gets the call saying from one of his, he tells the guy right next to him, "Hey, we just got to call in on this. Tell your team there's someone to look at on the roof right here." And
That's
that's as simple as it is.
That's why I really, really, really want to hear the audio on these badge cams, because you don't know if that, like, on one, I saw one video that had audio. In that one video was the guy being held up and literally supporting all of his body weight on the roof, and he saw crooks, right? In that moment, he got down and he Black Scout Survival said he had uh the spirit of oh my goodness, why am I'm totally blanking. The spirit of Uvalde was in him, and he shout out to Black Scout. I hey, look, I always shout it out when I get stuff from him. All right, I'm just saying. He was like, he got the spirit of Uvalde in him, and he fled like immediately. And when he did that, he ran and he went to his cruiser, and then he got his rifle. He tried to charge his rifle several times. There was no magazine in his rifle, and he was clearly just freaking out, but he didn't even radio what happened for like more than a minute. but his buddy was right next to him, right? Of the other
The
cop
whole
that was
crowd
there.
was there next to them going, there's someone on the roof with a gun for like 15 minutes.
This
It's like,
is the crazy thing. It's like, dude, I feel like if this would have happened like anywhere else with anyone else, like this would have been like 2 seconds. Boom. This is the saddest breach of security.
you know what I think cops should have? They should for sure have smoke grenades and fucking flashbangs. Because I'd have thrown that bitch right on the fucking roof by his ass. And if he ran away, whatever, but he ain't shooting covered in smoke. You know what I mean?
Bro. And
or some type of tear gas.
Yeah, anything. Even if he just hosed him down with OC spray, like something, dude. Like the fact that
But your main goal, right? Like this is the biggest question for me. Like, dude, there's another roof behind it with windows that you can see that roof. Like you could look, if you're looking at the roof, you're like, there's another building right here. Let me get in that bitch and go out the window and shoot this dude in his back.
Yeah, yep. Or even bro, Trump is literally on stage and there's a dude less than 150 yards away from him with a hot rifle, right? Draw your sidearm and shoot it into the ground.
Maybe he got excited because he was voting for Biden. So that's why he was like so nervous. He's like, we're going to win this one. Fuck. Fuck it up.
Dang. Yeah, I don't know. There's just, and I get it, right? Like armchair quarterbacking, Monday morning quarterbacking. I get it. You know, sorry, I don't watch sports. So
I mean, dude, this shit should be way more planned out than a fucking play in the football game, though.
Well,
way more planned out.
A lot of this, honestly, should be second nature. Like it should just be immediately occurring, no question, right? Like if I was there and I was protecting anyone, whether I cared about them or not, whether I agreed with them or not, if I was paid to protect someone, the amount of shit that they did that I would not do is just absurd.
Well, to me, if they told us one thing, Dark, is that the people that we fear are not very fucking good at what they do.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, well, let's jump back into this. I'll let it roll.
They show the officers bringing Corey Carpenter's body out of the stands.
Okay, you have a live shooting situation in the cafeteria.
What kind of commercial is this?
Really, dude?
This isn't a joke, okay? There are students with weapons in the lunchroom right now.
What is this?
And you know this how?
Daily Wire commercial.
Oh, you know what? It's that Run, Hide, Fight movie.
Can you say your name is Tristan Boy?
This is that movie the Daily Wire made.
Hope's got nothing to do with it. Thank you.
He hung up. I'm calling 911.
So this is you want me to keep it on for a minute, or you want me to just go next?
Oh, this is a movie that they made. Run, Hide, Fight.
Yeah.
When experts look back on this day, they will agree that she should have been
story of
down
a
over the
girl
intercom
that basically could have escaped, but instead
However,
she stayed and she
must
was taught by her
confirm the
father
information.
in a situation like this, you either run,
How do I know this?
you hide, or you fight, and in that order.
publicly vote on
And
this
it talks
at a
about,
school board meeting.
you know, mass shootings and stuff.
Okay, so while we wait for this ill-advised step, I need you.
This is why my kid will be carrying a Glock 7.
Video, Instagram, Facebook,
Yep,
Periscope
ceramic
does not matter to
costs
me.
more
All right,
than
just
you
get
make
them
in
up
2
and running
months,
and
buddy.
point it at me now.
Or pal.
Oh, she made it out? Girl, the first step is running.
And she goes back in.
Stupid.
I'm sorry, I'm sitting here spoiling.
I'd spank my kid if I heard they went back in.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I would probably do the same shit.
Nah. A girl with no weapon is going to run back in there. This is the most unrealistic thing ever.
Yeah, see, if I ran back in there, it's because I went to my car.
Unless she just found some superpowers out here in the parking lot. This is stupid.
Going dark.
Hey! No! Zoe? All of you, stop! Stop! Hey! Stop!
So he's
sorry. There's a nice little break in whatever. it seems like it would be a decent movie. It's look, in this day and age, it is important to talk about these kind of things with your children, right? And you need to have ways of the fuck. You need to have ways of keeping tabs on your children and knowing where they are, where they physically are personally, and never depend on a school, a camp, a anyone but yourself, if something does pop off. And that could be a whole nother show in itself. You know what? We should do that. We should do that show one day.
For sure.
And that's why I got the Oreos.
Look, the government restricts our freedoms. You can limit some of your kids' freedoms.
Yeah, for sure. DLD After Dark, one thing I learned is the most obvious is the most unobvious. Yeah, dude, especially like I learned that when I was a kid, I would hide things in plain sight. And it's like I remember it was something silly, right? I took a bag of jelly beans from my sister, and it was when I was a kid. I was just silly, right, and just messing around with my sister. And I took a magnet and I put them on the refrigerator. And she came in the kitchen and she like destroyed the whole kitchen looking for them, just going crazy. And they were literally like right in front of her the entire time. And that taught me a lesson of like, okay, if you hide something in plain sight and someone is looking for something that's hidden, dude, another example, when I was arrested years and years and years and years and years ago, they were searching my car and I had what they were looking for in a Whole Foods bag sitting on the back seat, and it took them over an hour to find it. Like they were looking in my CD changer, they were looking like pulling like the carpet up. They like you would think that they would just look. It was just sitting right there. Of course, why would a felony be sitting on the back seat? Anyway, okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and just play this. But yes, I concur.
Just kind of walking along out of that parking lot and over towards the red barns there, and you can see the two Secret Service Hercules 1 team that's there on the roof, and you can see right at this moment in time they just stood up and turned around. So remember, they were facing us before, and right up until this instant, they stood up and turned around, and they are now facing towards the AGR building. So they know there's something up. They don't know exactly what, but they know that the local police are working an issue. And it is now 18:10:33, and exactly 20 seconds from now is when the cop is going to be hoisted up onto the roof over on the AGR building and spot the shooter. And man, I got to tell you, this has got to be one of the most critical pieces of video we've obtained yet, because this explains to us clearly who knew what and when. So this shows that at this moment in time, that is when that Secret Service team that was normally supposed to cover the south has now stopped that, and they've turned all the way around, and they are now facing the north. So a lot of us had wondered, when did they first hear about it? So it looks like about 30 seconds before the cops discovered him armed on the roof is when these guys had turned around and were probably getting set up and everything, and still had not seen his head pop up above the roof line yet. Okay, now I've slowed it down to 1/5 of the
here's
normal
where
speed, so we
we'll
can watch
put
what's
in
happening.
just like a little bit of audio.
And still had
guys.
not seen his head pop up above the roof line yet.
Let's go back here.
Seconds before the cops
Hey, buddy, can you help me get up here? All right, now
is when these guys had
let's,
turned around and were probably getting set up and everything, and still had not seen his head pop up above the roof line yet.
Mama.
Okay, now I've slowed it down to 1/5 of the normal speed so we can watch what's happening. I'm going to zoom into the top of the barn so we can see what those two Secret Service Hercules 1 team members are doing there, and watch this. So here we are zoomed in, and we're panning back over, and now look, they are turning around. See, they're getting their gear, they're turning everything around, and they're realigning and setting up towards the north. The guy's got his rifle up right there, the right side sniper, and he's getting ready to place it onto the tripod, and they are facing north. Oh, this is some incredible data right here.
Trader
So
Joe's
now we
fire.
know exactly when these guys turned around here. So
I love their microwavable burritos.
18:10:10.
So that is 6:10 and 10
So
seconds.
now they are intently facing north, trying to get their bearings, trying to get set up quickly and see if they can't spot this suspect. Now, keep in mind, at this very time, they still don't know that the guy is armed. And they probably can't even see him yet because he's still crawling up the backside of that roof.
There ain't no way.
On top of the AGR building. So right now,
they had no idea that this man
he's
with a
armed
rifle
until
was armed.
the shots ring out.
There's only 30 people standing next to him screaming that he had a
guy with a gun.
And also,
up
since
there.
they don't have clear communication with the local police over there as to exactly what's going on, they don't know where he
They're
is
all
on the
like
roof
watching
either.
Family Guy on their cell phones, like, what do you want?
See, that's this team right here. This is the team that will eventually take.
Can
the
you
final
pause that real
shot
quick?
That kills the shooting suspect over here.
Right there. So I heard that where that Washington Coast sniper team was. I mean, I seen it in the video. I don't know if it's the official story, but I heard that's the one that took him out.
Yeah, it was like a 200 and something, like 300-yard shot or something like that.
Well, if it was the sniper team on that second building behind Trump, not blocked by the tree, sniper team 2, let's call it, that's definitely not a 300-yard shot.
No, I'm talking if you're all right. So Donald Crump Jr. is right here. Okay.
Yep.
And Dirtbag is over here at his 2 o'clock. Okay.
Yep.
Right. So 12, 1, 2. Right. At his, what is that, like 10? At his 10 o'clock over here would be
where the blue box is, where it says Washington Coast sniper.
Yeah.
On top of that roof.
I thought that was over here. Okay. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Okay. So yeah, probably like a 200 something. I heard it reported as like 240, 260, 280. I just can't remember.
So it would make sense that if it was that far, that it would make sense that it was that roof that took him out.
Yeah.
And not the guys on top of the barn.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. And let's be real. Like if you have, I'm just saying, all right, if most of us are shooters, right? If you have an AR-10 in 308, 7.62 by 51, whatever, shooting it 200 to 300 yards, and you know that rifle, and you're comfortable with that rifle, and that shit is spot on, and you know your holds,
that's nothing.
That shot is nothing. That's easy work. Craig, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Another gentleman. Been a while since I actually caught one of the lives. I'm glad you're here. We're having some fun discussions.
Because this Hercules team right here, the Secret Service sniper team, Hercules 1, is not in a position to see the shooter because there's a tree blocking him. Continuing on, it is this very instant right now when the cops on the AGR building notify everybody that the suspect is armed. They just dropped back down on the ground, and he was running around the building looking for the suspect.
And they left Donald Trump.
So the officer was just
casually. Dude, that's the craziest thing. It's like, wouldn't your number one thing be A, get it on the radio, B, get him off the stage? That's why I'm saying,
unless it's an inside job, bro. If you see there's a dude 100 yards away with a rifle,
of course, dude. Somebody with a 22 could have put work in. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
he might as well have been standing at the crowd, like in the crowd with a Glock just pointed at him, waiting.
Yeah.
Might as well have been.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
Walking now. I don't know if he heard it on his radio yet, but the call did go out on the radio. And just watch the Secret Service.
Yeah, and why isn't there audio, right?
Because we're about 20 seconds away from the shooting.
He's just walking.
So he's starting to move quickly. Now he knows.
Was he
walking
up, or
right
did he
now?
slow
Boom!
it down?
The first shot is ringing out. Second and third right now. And then you're going to hear the 5. Of course, we don't hear it because we don't have audio.
I don't think people understand the source
of
come on ideologies and what this course is going to show.
But that's what's going on. And so right now, boom, is when the Secret Service team took that kill shot. So the shooting is now
He
completed
runs
as of
back.
this second. And you're starting to see people running for
What the fuck
cover.
is he doing?
And the
Dude,
officer,
he
I
has
don't
no
really
idea
know
what
what
he's
he's doing here. He's just kind of hanging. You know, he didn't like
Or
run
he
out.
does
run
know
towards
what
the
he's
sound.
doing.
But you can
Dude,
see
I
there's
know. It's
one
every time I
SWAT
say
team
it.
member over there up against the chain link fence was looking over towards the AGR building, trying to figure out what's going on.
We need to check all their bank accounts.
It should be like Ocean's 11, where like they watch you for the
So
next
you got
3
more
years
agents
about what
coming
you
out
put
over
in the
here.
bank.
Everybody's pointing
Yeah.
over there towards the AGR building.
He just posted up, thumbs up. Did he just give a thumbs up?
I
They
think
seem
so.
to be kind of just calmly milling about, though.
Oh, he's
Just
calm.
Probably nothing they can
He's
do.
got
from,
his
like,
zip
where these
fizz.
guys are
He's
standing,
hanging out
but
with his
they're
zip
certainly
fizz and his
looking in
bottle.
that area. They're all convinced that the shots came from the roof of the AGR building.
Why would he give a thumbs up?
Bro.
I can't
Man,
tell if the
I
officer
swear
is
this
on
was
his
not my
radio right now. I
intention, man.
really, really wish we had the audio
They're
so
doing
we
it
could
to
see
themselves.
what is going on.
He literally is posted up
And now you're
chilling
starting
right
to see
now.
a bunch of police and troopers come running out of the tent. And I don't know why they
Yes,
weren't
but he
coming
could
out
have been
sooner.
talking on the radio.
But they're running out now, and they're going to get Corey Comparator's body off of the bleachers. Because
This
he's
guy-
actually just off the screen to the left, off the.
This
to the
guy's
left edge of
doing
the
as
screen. Now, some of
much
these
as I
troopers are
did
running
during
over
this
to that
event.
corner of the screen where you see the two cop cars
Literally
there.
nothing.
And this is sort of a replay of that scene that I've showed you from different angles in the past, where they're going to
DB,
take the
what's up,
police
bro? Good to
car
see you.
and they're going to ram the fence right there back in that corner with it.
So this does actually give us clarity on
Because
the
they can't seem to get
on the
through there.
ladder,
And here's
though.
all of the
Finally, we know where the ladder came from. The ladder came from the, well, it appears to have come from the Bearcat. I think it was police. Yeah, I think it was police that brought it from the Bearcat to the to the roof.
the med
Yeah,
team
because
and
these
the other.
stupid fucks didn't think maybe we should put some like bird spikes or something on this air conditioning unit for this event.
Maybe we should do anything. Maybe we should use our eyeballs. Maybe all of their radios were broken. None of the dude. I'm telling you, when
it's hard to judge this from a tactical perspective because when you intentionally allow it to happen, which is my belief, it's like there is no tactical explanation. The explanation is they let it happen. That's the only explanation. There is no. You could have got like I say this all the time. You could have pulled 5 12-year-olds off of Call of Duty for the night, and they would have done a better job than what we just seen in this video.
I had more sense of urgency, and I guess you could call it adrenaline. I had more sense of urgency and commitment when I was with Dust in a training class clearing cardboard walls in a range. Like I do not understand this. Like it does not make sense. And the fact that he's just like posted up on the, I guess, Bearcat or truck cab.
He's got to finish that zip fizz.
I got to finish my fizzy. Whatever I don't know. I don't have an excuse. And obviously looking at all this stuff, it's hard for me to not think that there was some type of foul play or if this negligence was on purpose or not, And honestly, I think there's been some other things that popped up too. Like apparently, Trump's Boeing 747 had to make an emergency landing, and they were saying that the hydraulic fluid was leaking out, and if they didn't come to that emergency landing at that time, that they would have had a serious issue. And it's like, planes coming down with.
He might as well let Hillary Clinton build his airplane. He might as well fly a Clinton 757. Boeing, you would trust that right now?
I know. I think he just already had the plane, so he wrapped it in Trump stuff.
Nah, we're gonna have to call Saudi Arabia, get a new plane. Call the Saudis, get us a new plane.
Yeah.
Members running out to the bleachers, and pretty soon they're going to be coming by here with Corey Comparator's body. And so here we are now, coming up on about 3 minutes after the shooting. And you can see they're driving the police car around in a circle there in the background there. Right here, he's going to ram it into the fence.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Did he just say that they're driving a police car in a circle?
These motherfuckers couldn't hop a chain link fence. So they had to run a car through the fence because they couldn't get over the fence.
Wow.
And they didn't have any fence cutters or nothing.
Dude, I promise you they had bolt cutters in that Bearcat. But I mean, or you could just hop.
They could have just had a pair of these.
I mean, I will say nowadays, yes, that would be helpful for sure. I will say I literally have a set right here. Like right down below me in my toolbox. Hold on. Sorry, I had to crack my arm. Okay, so hey, Lady Smith, good to see you. Driving their car around in circles. I will say, in their defense, nowadays when they build chain link fences, they usually do not put the pole on top anymore, right? So it's not as easily jumped. Now, as long as you get speed, you can clear any fence you want. You can literally dive over it and shoulder roll down. Like you can, if everything is on the line, which if someone is shooting at the principle of a protected, it just is crazy to me that they're not doing anything and everything they could. Kick the fence down.
This is how you know it was an inside job, in my opinion. We still don't know the name of who was in charge of everyone that day of the Secret Service. The lady wasn't there. She never been to the site. So who was in charge of the team that day? We don't know that person's name. They're still operating. And now we have a Secret Service whistleblower who is saying they're going to try it again. So,
dude,
that'll tell you enough.
We were just saying that it's likely they're gonna try it again. This attempt with the whole plane thing may have been an accident, or it may have been, another attempt. But also,
if I was Trump, I'd buy a tank and I'd be riding across the country in a freaking tank at this point.
For real. Hold on, there's one other thing I was going to say. I think it's about the fence, maybe. I don't know. I lost train of thought when I grabbed my drink. Oh well, we'll keep it moving.
Really didn't give it a very good shot the first time. So he's going to back it up and he's going to try it again a second time and see, boom, that gave it a little bit more. So now there's the ladder. Did you see that? Here, let me replay that for you. And so there it is, folks. See that telescopic ladder? Here is the origin of that telescopic ladder. 3 minutes exactly after the shooting, he's running across the field with it. And I've showed you in the past, we just didn't know really where the ladder came from.
Let me know for you guys in chat. Let me know if you guys have seen this before, or if this is your first time seeing it.
Behind the barns over here, and was kept in there. And so he's going to run that across the field and throw it over 2 fences and get it over to the building where you saw them in my previous videos. So now this crowd of cops right here is trying to fit through the opening that they've made in the fence so that they can all run across the field to get over to the AGR building.
Thank you, Craig. Santee, Jennifer Payne, Blue Curtain. Dang. Okay.
And you can see there they go. So they're all making their way across there. And so here's a look at the stand. So by now, Trump has already been removed from the scene. We're at now almost 4 minutes.
Dude, this was quite possibly the worst body cam.
I was going to say, is there anyone else that's not just sitting on their fucking
Is there someone else that's like, I just picture like the other body cams are them just in a fenced in area running around, pulling their hair out like,
There is the full body cam of that guy that you saw.
Yeah. I did see that, and I did hear the audio in that, but for this whole thing, like, it wasn't enough You know what I mean? It was just like that one moment, and it's like, okay, him going up, him seeing crooks, him coming down, and him Tom Cruise running to his cruiser to grab a rifle and charge it 3 times with no magazine in it to not radio in.
Well, the one
another
interesting
gun.
part of that video is when he does open that back door and he talks to the guy who's just standing there. He's in the building.
Neither one
He
of them
ain't.
used a radio.
He's like, "Let me get the door for you, man." So what happened? I don't know, bro. I think there's a shooter up in the room.
He turned around, he pointed the gun at me. Well, then why aren't you telling
Hmm.
anyone, bro? Like, what do you think this is different than any other? If in any other situation, anywhere on the street, would you have done things differently? No.
All right, let me ask you a question.
All right.
Let's say you were having the barbecue in the field next door and you had your 43X on you. Are you getting up there and capping that motherfucker?
Hold on. If I was
You're in that field hanging out, waiting for the Trump shit. You brought your strap because you're like, I ain't going in here anyway. I'm keeping my strap on me, right? And everyone's screaming, "There's a guy on the roof with a gun."
Look, if let's just say in the event that something like that happened, let me say this one. Let me ask you this one question: how close am I? Yardage.
You're in that field. You're 30 yards away max.
Okay.
40, 50. You could probably run and close the gap real quick.
Being that I would be at risk of losing my life from using my firearm, I would be more worried about if I saw this much fuckery going on at once. If I am within 100 yards of this dude, this is what's in my waistband right now.
Nice.
A 19X with my dad's Gen 5 45 slide on it.
Nice.
TLR7 Alpha, Hollow Sun 507C, X2 or whatever. And I'm probably going to swap the RMR onto this one because honestly, I feel like this one deserves the RMR.
You need the Ranger proof trigger too. They make a tan and black one. That's nasty. That's what I have on mine.
So this is the Glock Performance trigger.
Ooh,
oh, bro,
never mind.
Crispy, dog.
Yes, it
so
is.
crispy. But you know, if I'm within 100 yards, I'm hit. I can hit a silhouette at 100 yards, no problem. I could probably crack a noggin at 100 yards if dude's just
and that motherfucker has an AR and he's on the roof. So what if he turns it on you guys?
That's what I'm saying. Like there's no everything is. If in that moment, if I had a split second to say, okay, bad guy up there, good guys running around, driving cars in circles, screaming and literally running away. I don't know. I may not, but I may. It just depends. There's too many variables for me to.
I don't know. If I was there with my kids and someone else had a gun and was on a roof, I'm probably opening fire. That's just I'm gonna empty my whole mag at this roof, and just because like
kids, that's kind of different, you know.
Yeah.
If I got my daughter with me, I don't know. I would almost be like, yo, I'm running and putting her behind something cement and steel and, you know, whatever. And then I'm because if I make myself a target and then homie, you know, just starts dumping rounds over by me, or I make myself a target and I end up getting schwacked because, you know, these other fools were. Imagine if the dudes with the SR-25 were as negligent and ineffective as those other cops were. Drinking his Blackberry Izzy or whatever. What was it? What would you call it?
Zip Fizz.
Zip Fizz. Is that like an actual thing?
Yeah, it's like a little powder thing you pour in a bottle, just like he had. I would almost bet that he had either Zip Fizz or he had liquid IV in there, but I don't know if I've ever seen it. Yeah, I'm sure they make liquid IV that's orange, but that looks like he had Zip Fizz in a bottle, which it's like a caffeinated vitamin type drink. You pour it in your water bottle. Mm-hmm. But dude was straight chilling.
So what would you do if you were in there with your family?
I mean, if I see someone out in public with an AR-15, my first instinct is pull my gun out and shoot at them. Like, I'd probably tell my wife, hey, you guys run. And she would probably already know that if I pull my gun out to run the other direction of where I'm pointing this fucking gun and go that way.
That's stuff that you got to set up in advance. Like, you know, if you see me draw, I'm not going to have time to come over and put my arm around the kiddo and sweep him up. And like, no, it's got to be, you know, a discussion beforehand. But okay, so let's say this. So first off, if the sniper team that actually, you know, cracked the noggin of crooks, if they were even half as negligent, stupid, and foolish as all these other cops are being, imagine what could have happened. You know what I mean? Like this would have changed the face of the country forever.
Yeah. I mean, I think that we wouldn't have an election because he hadn't picked a vice president yet. There would be no election, y'all. That shit would be postponed if Trump got capped in his head. Maybe now it would be like Biden and homeboy would take over as vice president and just run it.
I think there's still a risk that it still will be. There still may not be an election at all.
I don't know.
I'm saying there's still a risk, not from this. I just think in general, the amount of things that are going to happen over the next like 80
I think there's only two things to stop the election. They blow up Washington, D.C., nukes everywhere, or they cap Trump and the social chaos is so outrageous that there can't be one. Dude, those are the only two things I see stopping it.
Think about that for a second. Those are the only two scenarios you can think of?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say Summer of Love times 10 in DC.
But for what reason at this point?
So let's say Trump wins in November, and between November and January, they do not allow him to come into DC. And,
so wait, you're saying we did have the election?
Yeah, but let's say there's no inauguration, right? Like there's no, you know what I mean? Like,
you saw the video of Jamie Ratskin, right? Where he said, even if Trump wins, we're not going to certify the election and allow him to take the presidency.
Yeah, I've seen lots of talk like that, and I did see that video too. But I mean, I don't know. It could be war. Here's the other thing with everything going on. Let's take this down for a sec. With everything going on with Russia and Ukraine right now, Russia had been playing nice, even though we have been providing lethal aid for a very long time, right? To the tune of $200 billion. But that's prior to Russia getting having some significant setbacks. Now, Ukraine is starting to make some serious headway and take places in Russia that are very important to Russia, and they're doing so with equipment that they got from the United States. And I don't think Russia's very happy about that at all. So I'm thinking, like, damn, what if Putin is like, fuck this, you know, like I'm not gonna sit by and let you know what I mean? Like, now I also don't think that,
I 100% think it's all a show. I don't think any of it's real. I think that obviously Hillary Clinton selling him Hillary. Well, for us, it's real. I mean, for them, it's not real. But Hillary selling him uranium, right? There's the whole uranium deal where she's selling Russia uranium for nukes. Biden's running operations in Ukraine with his son. And the next thing we know, we got this bullshit going on. And does anyone think Putin's stupid enough to be like, we're going to take them in one day, and we just didn't? And I didn't even think the Americans would help them. Like, I don't know. I just think that, dude, if I had that much resources, we would never lose a war. Never, 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 never. If we started some shit, that bitch would be over. It would be, they drag this shit out because they're shaping societies and futures. People are like, oh, well, the plan is always shorter than what it seems. That's because they want to keep selling weapons and keep dragging bodies into the morgues. And yeah, I think at the top, bro, they're all circle jerking each other. Tell you the truth.
For sure, because none of this actually impacts their lives negatively, right? All of this only impacts all of their lives positively. We know that. But things do become real, right? Like And I think this
they
is one of
do.
those situations where it's like, okay, this has, been a big old scheme to, wash money and whatever. Ukraine has always been known for, all the money laundering tactics and shit like that. It's always been corrupt. We installed Zelensky, but like, man, like now that things are starting to kind of turn more significantly, like I don't know, maybe I could see countries coming together to do some not so good stuff to us. And again, like, look, I believe that our biggest as us as people, as civilians, just regular old dirty civilians in the US, our biggest threats are not other countries. I don't think that at all. And I have no.
Well, if it is another country, it's propagated by someone within our country
Within
helping
our
them.
country. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But this is basically like I forgot the name of the area, but this is basically like the level of importance that Crimea was. This is like Russia's Crimea. And if Ukraine takes that shit and spanks all those Russian soldiers that are all conscripts, by the way, they don't even want to be there. They're like,
and all the dudes, and probably a lot of the dudes right now wearing the little blue and yellow wristbands ain't from Ukraine.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it I don't know. We'll see. Sorry, I know this was a little bunny trail here, but I figured we would
are we going back to it?
Yeah, I'm pulling back up. Actually, I'm just gonna quit. Good night, guys. Thanks so much for I'm just kidding. Hang on.
And I don't know, I can't see anybody on the roof yet of the AGR building. I can see the flag waving in the background behind it. So it should be once they get that black ladder over there. Although I do think one or two of the first officers climbed up that pallet that they stuck on top of the plastic shed to gain access to the roof. So here
How are people not running up to him like, what the fuck are you doing?
I cut out a few seconds. I didn't show the part where they were walking by the camera with his body. I just didn't feel everybody see that.
Damn, yes, we
didn't want to
did.
humiliate the families either. So,
oh no, my bad. I thought it was
now walking back around, and you can see more police officers are coming out. I don't know why they're all here behind the truck when they know the shooter is down.
This is funny right here. Hold on.
I guess their job is probably to just guard this tent area. I wish we could hear what these guys were saying. There was no audio on this entire video. And I believe that's Corey Comparator's family that they're escorting. I'm not going to show you the rest of it. I just removed a few seconds again where they walked right in front of his body camera here. I didn't want to show the pain on their faces. So he's just kind of standing here now. And then it's been probably coming up on 6 minutes after the shooting. And you can see officers on top of the roof over there now on the AGR building. And I'm going to speed this up 8x over the next several minutes. He's just basically standing there, not doing much. And so there's not much happening. But if you want to see the full version in real time, you can go look it up on the internet by typing in that number up there in the upper right-hand corner. You see that BWC2-122104. That is the clip identification number or file name, whatever you want to call it.
This guy looks suspicious to me.
And again, I'm going to speed it back up again. He's basically just milling about.
The one with the long hair and the glasses, he just looks like he's up to something in life.
So now you have this guy right here is going to come up and start talking to the officers.
Here's the part.
Am I regretting that we don't have audio here? I don't know what he's saying to him. Free pizza in the tent if you want it.
Free pizza in the tent if you want it. Any of those Krispy Kreme donuts left over?
You can see there's more cops going. I don't know. They're just kind of going back and forth there. I don't know what they're all doing. I think some are probably running into the tent. They're probably preparing for the helicopter because I know that they airlifted the injured out of there. So now the cop is going to walk back towards the building. And as he's walking back, he's going to be stopped by, hey, see that dude right there that just walked by on the right? We saw him on the roof later on, I think. So he's, I don't know, he's just pacing back and forth.
That's the guy. He
And-
looks like he's up to something.
He's going to start talking to this guy. I don't know if that's a Secret Service guy or if it's just an aide to Trump. Yeah, no, I saw a badge there. So I would love to hear what they're talking about. He's pointing
AIDS
directly over
all
the
over the
AGR
place.
roof. It looks like
If they
to me.
weren't up so late at the Bohemian
shooting
Grove the
came
night
from
before, they
that
might have been
roof over there.
effective.
You know, I was thinking the same thing.
And I would love to know what this conversation was about.
I barely
right
had
here.
any infant blood. I'm dragging.
He just keeps pointing back over there at the roof.
Can we get a
All right, so
certified
you're going to
lip
see
reader
this
in here?
state trooper come running up over here, and he's going to tell him something. He's probably telling him, hey, we need crime scene tape or something like that. And he's like, oh, yeah, we got some over here in the car. So they start running back over towards the Butler Command
Wow,
Center.
somebody running
Wow.
for the
And
first
there's the
time in
Bearcat,
12 minutes.
And that
Fucking
telescopic ladder
state
probably
troopers
came
are
out of this
involved now.
Bearcat truck
But
right
that's
here.
a SWAT. That's a SWAT trooper guy.
One of you guys can win.
Come
a
on,
gold-plated
really, dude?
Cybertruck done by Jerry Rig himself. And the best part
Nobody
about
gives
it,
a
you don't gotta
shite
buy
about
nothing.
your stupid.
So they're running back
cyber
over.
folks.
And what happens next here is sort of puzzling to me also. So let's go see what they're up to. So I'm going to speed it up a bit, and he's going over here to the trunk of his car, and he's pulling out the crime scene
The funny
tape.
thing is, he
Gets
was
in his
like,
car,
someone else is running.
drives his
I should
car
run
about
too.
75 feet and gets out of the car and hands the tape. And then the trooper runs back over to the other side with the tape. Now you're starting to see a few more officers arrive.
Fuck, I forgot
on
my zip
scene.
fence. Let's just park here, y'all. Let's just look like we're doing something.
Yeah, let's park here.
And
And
now he's
talk
going
each
to
other.
go get in the
Move
car
this gate
there.
around a little bit.
There goes the Bearcat. I've got this at 4x
Fuck,
speed.
I want
'Cause
that
basically, he's
shit.
standing there
He said he's got it at
and
4x.
not sure what he's
right
doing.
now.
He gets in the car, sits there a few minutes.
Wow.
Clean my
We
glasses.
don't know if
ahead
his
of
job is
time.
just like stand guard in this post here or what he's
That's
supposed
not
to
a
do.
post.
But he's sitting there in the car for a little while longer. He's making a call on the radio or answering a call. We're not sure which at this time.
I'm going to go back
And he's
check
about to
body
meet the
cam,
Secret
see if there's
Service
audio
sniper
now.
team, the one that took out the killer. So you want to make sure to stay watching this part coming up. So now he's moving the car again back over to the other side of the parking lot. You know,
He's gotta
cops
park
do
in
kind
the
of
shade,
strange
man.
things in
It's hot out
situations like
there.
this. I saw a lot of this in
Mhm.
the Stoneman Douglas. They get fidgety. They move their car from one place to another, and then they move it another place, and then they move it to another place.
See, told you
And
he
he
went
didn't
into the
really move the
shade.
car that far from where it was.
He knows
so
what's
I don't
up.
understand
If you-
what was
If
going
you
on
spend
here.
enough time on the
But
road,
he's about to
you
start
know the
walking
deal.
back over, and right now the
and you
Secret
know that
Service
that's like a
sniper
20
team up
degree
there
difference of
is
comfort.
dismantling.
A golf cart. That's all we
And
need.
now he's talking to
That's
this
all we
other
needed.
cop that showed up on the golf cart.
He's like the caddy on the course. Y'all need any hot
And it looks
dogs,
like the
water,
Secret Service sniper
nachos?
team. Yeah,
No, you don't.
let's
All
see.
right.
One of them's
Flips it in
walking
reverse.
along the roof. And I'll speed it back up again. He's walking across the parking lot. He's going to walk back over towards the. Look, I don't even know what the heck he's doing, but he's heading over towards
Forgot
the
to shut my
barns.
door.
And you're going to see as he gets
Wow.
closer and closer, he's about to meet up with the two Secret Service snipers that came down from the roof.
I am so glad that we took the 56 minutes to watch this together. Of one
So
guy.
here they
standing
come.
Did you
around.
the
not
two
pre-watch
snipers
it?
Right here.
I pre-watched a portion of it up until the free
Ladies and
pizza
gentlemen,
moment.
say hello to the Secret Service Hercules sniper team.
They're
that
like,
took
dude, we're
down
done. We
the
schwacked
Trump
that dude
shooter.
like 13 minutes ago. What are y'all
And
doing?
man, would I ever kill to find out what these guys were saying to him right here. But there he is.
Don't you see how
the
old I
rifle
am?
up in
It's
the
hot as
bag and
fuck out
everything.
here.
They're all done. They're packed up. They're
Yeah,
headed
he's
home.
like, dude, my work is done. I clapped homie from 250 yards away.
So
I
off they go.
waited
This
for
is
him
the
to
first
shoot the
time
8
we've ever
shots,
seen
and
the
then I
Secret
hit
Service
him. We're
sniper
good.
teams this close up
what
like this.
they told me to do.
So this gave us some really good.
Have you seen Hillary?
info
She
here,
owes me something.
especially noting the time that they turned around up there on top of the roof.
In other news,
and then of course the rest of the video is
SWAT
just him kind of
counter-sniper
walking
killed
around back and
himself.
forth. He's making a few
Shot himself
phone
twice
calls
in the back of the head.
and there really wasn't anything else.
See,
that
that's
could give us
the
more
ladder.
information
You
here
see
unless
this ladder they're
it's
holding in the
important to
top
see
corner?
Any of these people that are walking by.
It wasn't the
played a role
retractable
in
ladder that
anything
he said in this video.
later
They
on.
brought an actual ladder. There wasn't a retractable ladder, the one that we all seen. It's that
Oh,
ladder.
really?
Yeah.
Man, I feel so much smarter after watching that. I'm really glad we were able to go through that together. You see any gophers around? Well, us
By-
is rangefinder.
By the way, Rip Curl, I know I seen your comment about some states allow people to open carry, but if you're open carrying while pointing it at the president, I think I can have the right to fire upon you.
Yeah, I
When you're
think
on a roof.
I of course I thought the same thing, but I think you know well enough to know, like, all right, if a dude is just open carrying it, a gun.
Yeah, you have the right to open carry. You don't have the right to point it at anyone.
If you're laying prone 150 yards or 136 whatever yards from the presidential candidate, that's probably not so good. P38 Wilbur, if you're still out here, bro, good to see you, man. I saw you earlier. Let's see what else. Whole lot of trying to look busy. I know, right? Isn't that crazy?
For sure. Yo, chessboard. I don't know if it runs deeper than my imagination will allow, but I agree. Maybe most people, their imagination may not get it. But you know your boy.
Yeah. Well, technically, he can open carry to, from, and during hunting and or fishing. So
that's right. I have a pocket fishing set, one of the little ones inside of an Altoids can. So as long as I carry that, I can open carry whenever I want.
Yeah, you're always on the way to and from hunting and fishing.
Always.
And honestly, look, I know, open carrying is good for making statements, protests, things like that. But for the most part, concealed carry is just where it's at. It's superior in nearly every single way. Now, I know some people are like, well, if you wear a gun on you, then that'll, show somebody like that they shouldn't mess with you. Bro, please tell me who believes that is correct.
Or if someone's casing the joint, then they know that you're the first person to shoot.
Yeah, right. Like, man, I get it. And like, I used to, when I worked at a gun shop, I would open carry because they wanted the guys there. Obviously,
I think
carrying.
that's smart.
Yeah, and we had some dudes do some stupid stuff. The only robberies were done after hours, when basically, whatever. But no one ever came in like trying to rob the joint. There were some dudes that definitely came in like super sketchy and looked like they were trying to,
reeking like bud.
I mean, there are definitely some of those. Man, I don't know. I just don't think that open carry is best. I think it is an option, and it's important to have the equipment to open carry if you need to. I think for nearly every single firearm that you have, if it's not just a range toy, you need to have a sling. I think for every single handgun that you have, if it's not just a range toy, you need to have a holster or holsters. I think for every single firearm, you need to have multiple magazines because those are all consumables, right? Like there's a bunch of things that we usually don't keep in mind, and I think all of those things are important because if you do,
my rule is 10 mags for every weapon.
Man, that would put me at an absurd amount of magazines. I'm already at an absurd amount of magazines. Mostly
when you have that many Glocks, you probably don't need 10 per Glock.
Yeah, because so many of them are cross compatible. But I could probably never shoot through the amount of Glock magazines that I have. I probably have like 200 mags, ballpark.
Nice. Keep
But,
them
like,
loaded or no?
some. I'd say probably half of them are loaded, and then half are unloaded. But
I think 20 is all you need loaded.
yeah, but if I need to like arm somebody else or arm others, if I need to start my homeless person army, dude, honestly, one of the most valuable things you can do is I know a lot of people are like, hey, I'm gonna, you know, bury a P80 or I'm gonna do whatever. If you are gonna stash gear, I think it's important to now we can get into kind of some of the more prepping stuff. Um, if you're going to stash gear, it's important to think of things like this. Like there was a point where I had literally almost every single earthly possession when it comes to gear, equipment, firearms, and all that in one place. And I was like, bro, if something happens, you know how the ATF works, right? Like if they kick in a door and they come into a place, even if everything you have is tip top shape, squeaky clean, totally lawful, they'll find one thing that's like this shotgun barrel's 17.99 inches or whatever, and then they'll take every firearm that you have, right? Like they'll find a way, right?
Manufacturer defect.
Yeah, right. But I'm like, okay, so let's say everything was taken, or let's say there was an executive order, everything was outlawed, and they're literally going door to door. Obviously, my first inclination would not be to give them anything. But if I was gone out and about and came back and everything was taken, if everything was taken, if I was robbed or whatever, I need to
Caches
be
are
able to
smart, bro.
have, yeah, I need to have a loadout, not just a gun, right? I need to have a rifle and at
Yep.
least 6 mags with, and then another one in the rifle, so 7 mags total. I need to have at least 4, so a handgun, long gun with, let's call it 7 mags, right? 6 plus 1 in the gun. A handgun with 1 in the gun and at least 4 magazines, and then I need I even threw a backup gun in some of the caches, and then a knife, and then a plate carrier. But I can't, throw 10 plate carriers. Like I don't have 10 plate carriers. I had 4, 5. So it's like, and one of those 5 is only soft armor. So it's like, okay, I got to kind of be a little more cautious.
I'm about the chest rig life, bro. I mean,
bro, you saw my
you're
demo,
not,
right?
yeah. Like, and I have about 5 chest rigs with all different loadouts: sub gun loadout, 308 loadout, 5.56 loadout, backup 5.56 loadout, and everything's a bit interchangeable. But I just prefer the chest rig. I mean, like if you're gonna carry water, if you're gonna carry your med kit, if you're gonna carry, I mean, you're just way more mobile. Like, I mean, unless you're taking a vehicle, if you are on foot, that shit is not the way to go in the plate carrier, in my opinion. It's just fucking rough.
I mean, even just wearing a gun belt is cumbersome, and
Yeah, I could just run that though, and
Yeah,
no chest
dude,
rig or nothing.
that's why my belt is set up the way that it is, because I can it's a pistol, in my opinion, it's a pistol belt, but I can also run around. I could pick up a dead rifle, 0 ammunition, and still run it,
Yep.
I did not add a second AR magazine to my pistol belt. I added a second tourniquet. So I have my
Yeah.
my bleeder, the IFAK, and then a tourniquet on each side of it. And then I have an AR mag, 3 pistol mags, and then the mini dump pouch, which is actually a very decent size. And then on the right side, I have the Safari Land rig, and then I have the knife, and then I have that goes back to the other tourniquet. But you know what I did add? I added that baton because, bro, being able to pry shit, being able to smash shit, being able to open something up, put a person night night if needed,
Yep.
less than lethal. Here, I'll grab my pistol belt real quick.
Yeah, pistol belt is nice. I can't lie. I do like my pistol belt. And you could just run that with a backpack and like a camel pack and your pistol belt. I do have my pistol belt set up to carry a significant amount of ammunition. All right, now you know I got to go get mine.
I know. That's what I was hoping. Detective John Kimball says, "Sorry, Dark. They only make open carry holsters for my artillery Luger." And
Did I
that's
just see what I thought I saw?
What?
Inside of that Safari Land, there was something in it. Yeah, you should probably take that out real quick while we're on the line.
I'm not handling anything.
I know, but
That's
to
fine.
be safe.
Safe schmafe. The cool thing about what was in the Safari Land is that it is an 80%, and that's one of the coolest things about it. So this is the gun belt. This started like I guess about 1 o'clock with the Safari Land. This is the 6390, I think it is 6930, 6390, whatever. And it was all black. I wrapped it with the Ghostman Designs multicam wrap, and then I took the rest of the wrapping stuff and wrapped. Here, let me put me on full screen. And then I wrapped the rest of the thigh rig, because why not? And then I wrapped the K-bar TDI. It's the large TDI, so it's a pretty decent size. It's a fixed blade. It's super solid, and even if I needed to like baton with it or whatever, it'd be helpful. It's a Tonto blade, but also it being angled is definitely best suited for this kind of situation, so you don't have a huge knife, vertically digging into your body. Then I have the S-Tac horizontal tourney holder. Then I have I added this baton, which honestly I always look at batons as stupid and cheesy and nearly worthless. But when I picked this up, this is actually from my dad. When I picked it up and I pull this thing out, it's like, whoa, I can do lots of stuff with this if I need to. So it just felt like it fit, and it's not just looking at it from a standpoint of just thwacking somebody is kind of a silly way to look at it. It is essentially a multi-tool, which of course I would have an actual multi-tool on me. I got the blue alpha blue. What is it called? Hold on, blue gear, whatever the shit's called. What's the belt? Blue something. Yeah, blue alpha. Sorry, y'all. Blue alpha micro trauma kit. Now there's a lot of stuff packed in there. I've already opened it up and showed everything on camera before. I have a second tourney right here. Yes, it's a blue one. I don't care. The blue ones are supposed to be for the training IFAKs, but they work just the same. And blue is my thing. So fuck off. And then I have I just took this other magazine out, but here you go. There you go. Got AR mag. So one singular AR mag, 3 pistol mags, and then the S-Tac. This is the mini Skittles bag, mini Skittles holder. And it actually, honestly, I'm look at how low profile it is, right? It doesn't even extend much past the magazine carriers. And the thing is super, super tightly rolled up. You can bend over, forward, all the way down to touch your toes if you want to. And there's, it doesn't get in the way of anything at all. So this is definitely, with all the setups that I've cycled through, HSGI, the high speed gear pouches. Those were good, but they're kind of floppy in some situations. Re-indexing can be a bitch, so I ended up switching to the S-Tac. S-Tacs are good, but the only downside is with the HSGI mag pouches, which I still have them. Probably got like several hundred, probably honestly close to $400 or $500 of HSGI shit just sitting here doing nothing. And I was going to build out a second kit that was more specific to a rifle for a belt, but the benefit of having the HSGI is that if you decide to run an AK, you can use those same carriers for AKs. If you're going to run an MP5, if you're going to run an AR-10, all of that shit, is cross compatible. So, all right, here you go. Go ahead.
All right. So, I run magazines on my belt specifically for the reason that I said. If I had nothing else but this belt, I can carry, which I do carry, a 20-round mag in the first AR pouch because it allows me to have more movement.
Hold on. Are those magazines for a SIG 320?
No, they are for a Springfield Echelon.
Oh my goshness. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
I do carry the small duck blade, and it does have a little lock. Very small blade on there, but this is good. You can even field dress an animal or something if you have to.
So that has a lock on it, you said?
It does, but you can still pull it out with it on there. You just have to yank it a little harder. But it's
and that's, you said that's a buck knife?
It's called a duck knife.
Okay, I was wondering if I misheard that. So it's a duck knife.
It's a duck knife. And they call it the duck knife because kind of looks like a duck.
I see.
But that slips right on. So I have two pistol pouches that I like slanted. I have the HRT mounting system that they have, and so far I haven't had issues, but I did have a lot of issues because I couldn't figure out how to do it properly at first. But since I did, it's solid. And I also
are those S-Tech mags?
No, these are T-Rex Arms mag pouches.
Okay.
And it's hard to find Woodland, so I have two of those, and then I have on the back, so dump pouch, and then there's another pouch right there for a double mag pouch. This is by Templar's Gear. And I can hold a radio in there or 2 extra mags. So I could hold 4 rifle mags plus 1 in the gun. I can roll out with 5 mags with just my belt. And it feels great. Like, I don't feel limited by having all that on here. This is called the Pimp Pouch, very small medical kit, where it also has the dangling tourniquet on it. And then I actually have up front just a small admin pouch. So I can keep whatever I want in there. A protein bar right now. There's some nicotine pouches and hemostatic gauze. But just to have something extra, I think that's all I do have in there. Yeah, hemostatic gauze and another hemostatic dressing. So that is like quick response. Instead of pulling out the whole med kit, I could have a little extra something in there, or, keep whatever I want in there. Obviously the gloves. This actually holds a P365X macro. It's a custom made holster. So if I want to run light, which I like, not, if I do have my rifle, I'm relying on my rifle. But it is a quick detach Safariland style. So I can just swap out whatever holster, whatever I want to run at the time.
Yeah, that QLS feature is huge. It's super, super helpful. So do those pistol pouches that you have, or the pistol carriers that you have, pistol magazine carriers that you have, do those also fit your P365 mags as well?
They do.
Oh, nice. And they still have pretty good retention?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no complaints on that.
Dope.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I think even if it's just for like, oh, this is something that I'm going to use to shoot at the range. And if I'm just going to do a quick range trip, then, I'll grab my pistol belt. I'll literally walk it every single time since I got my pistol belt. I will roll in with my pistol belt just like this. With here, let me show it just so it kind of makes sense. Um, I will have my Gen 5 45 in the Safari Land, not hot, just on my shoulder like that, and that's how I roll with it. I also have my carry gun in my pants as well, but
Always.
I just keep it like that, and bring an ammo can or whatever, and then you could just do work. But once you start to shoot with it at the range, then you're like, oh wow, this is super convenient. And it's helped me just with like situations at the range where you pick up someone else's AR and they're like, "Yeah, you want to shoot that? Go ahead." And I just grab the mag that I got in my gun belt and start shooting with it. So it's I could see it definitely helping. Do I want to add more uh rifle mags to it? I do, but I don't really have the
You
room.
know what else is kind of nice if
Hmm.
as a consideration is the double stacked. Um, they're basically a double stack rifle mag,
Yeah, I consider
but
that.
not like that one I have where it's a flap, but it's like just two pressure ones back to
Yeah,
back. I
that's
have
literally
seen what you're thinking about.
That's literally what I have. The HSGI ones will strap into each other, so you can actually build it if you wanted to do rifle solo, pistol
Pistol.
solo, or you could do rifle with a pistol on it, or rifle with a rifle. Stack
Nice.
two pistols, stack two. So you could actually. It just starts to get a little bulky at some
Hmm.
point. I think initially one thing that we do, and guys, look, I'm sorry, we all do it. A lot of times we install this shit in our belt incorrectly, and we end up with a bunch of flappy gear that is not operating as it should, and we just kind of work around the problems and just kind of live with it. I would encourage all of you guys to make certain that the equipment that you're using is um, properly installed and installed correctly. And even if you're not the guy to do that, take it to someone, even a buddy or something like that, because once you get all your shit locked in and it's super solid, you're like, whoa. Because like my first two belts, or no, my first belt, I installed a bunch of the stuff incorrectly,
Yeah.
and it was moving around a bunch, and it's a little tight to put it in correctly, but once you do get it in, it's like, whoa, okay, that shit's like a vault now.
One thing that the guy who, because I have a little group that I train with, we'll meet like once a month at an outdoor range. And one of the things that he kind of got me into was taking your pistol holster and moving it from the 3 o'clock position more to like a 2 o'clock position on the front thigh.
For sure. That's
And
exactly where mine's at.
yeah, and it's just a because your hands naturally go right there instead of to your back and to your side.
Hmm.
So whenever you just drop your hand, your pistol's there and it's just up and out instead of back going to the side and having to
Yeah.
extend anything. I haven't really noticed it getting in the way of like going prone or crawling yet. I may need a little more time doing it because but I do like it, and that's how I fit that admin pouch behind it because I just moved the pistol farther up front.
So one thing that I did too, because I'm not a little guy, I got a little gut. So basically, with my pistol belt, I was like, okay, I want to make sure that if I need to, I can, bend my ass in half really quickly and not, have my body interfering with the equipment on my belt. So when I put my gun belt on, I actually turn it a little bit to where
Mhm.
my thigh rig is basically on, and I'm usually not a lover of thigh rigs, but the way the Safari Land one is set up, the way that it's shorter than most, thigh rigs, it's just literally at your fingertips. And if you, so what I do is I roll my pistol belt a little bit over to the left to where my belt clip isn't at 12 o'clock. It's kind of moved over to like 11:30, and then that brings my pistol to about 2:30. So 1, 2, about 2 o'clock ish. And then it also is like it's right on the line. It brings my, oh shucks, it brings my pistol mags right out of the way of my gut if I need to bend over. So it's like the perfect alignment, And
I highly suggest having the angled ones. It's just way more comfortable. And the two biggest positions obviously is like a kneeling position, right? One leg up, one knee on the ground. And as long as both of those are good for you, then
that was literally why I moved the pouches the way that I did and the pistol holster the way that I did, because like if you can't sit on your butt on the ground, right? Like imagine like laying down and then sitting your upper torso all the way up, keeping your legs flat and being able to shoot, reload, and operate all your gear from the seated position with your legs flat. If you can't do that, then you need to move shit around on your belt or do the cascading of the magazines, which is good and helpful too. It just so happens that these, don't really get in the way. But also I moved the mini Skittles bag, the miniature dump pouch, to basically be right at like the I guess 11 o'clock ish, right? Like 10:30, 11 o'clock ish. So that way, like that's totally out of the way. Even if I do come like over it, it's like a rolled up sock. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't poke or nothing at all.
Oh man, I like those pieces of kit because it just adds cushion and stuff around you. It's the hard stuff that
yeah, it's super comfortable. And bro, when that thing is open, it is totally not micro when it's open. Like that thing is like I could drop a 40-round PMag in there and it'll disappear,
I did so I have the 2 pistol mags, 2 rifle mags, and then my dump pouch. Because I don't like having to reach behind my back completely to drop something in. I like it kind of on that side.
Yeah.
And then I have another rifle pouch past it. It's pretty much in the back, but I just lowered it. So it's like right in a good position. So it's not that high. It's like in line with everything. Where it used to be high, I used to have it so it was like up here, right? But now it's just low enough that when there's mags in there, it doesn't get in the way. If I had 2 stacked in it and I had to sit in a car, maybe that would bother me.
Yeah.
But I can always take one out and throw it in a pocket or something.
No, Flying Rich is asleep because he's driving out to Goals earlier in the morning. I'll be going to Goals like a day after him. So he's sweeping. Dude, people think that I'm like crazy. Like I never thought that I would receive the amount of shit talking of people being like, yo, bro, why is your dump pouch at your 11 o'clock? Like that doesn't even make sense. And I'm like, bro, why would I put...
Oh wait, you have it at 11 o'clock like in the front?
Yeah.
That's not too bad. So where is it in relation? Like you have 2 pistol mags, or you I thought you always had 3, right?
3 pistol mags, 1 rifle mag, because I'm thinking of it as a pistol belt, right?
So what's the order?
So basically the way my belt goes is we'll say about 12 o'clock is belt buckle, but really it's shifted over a little bit. So we'll say so belt buckle and then dump pouch immediately to my left, because that's the most important place where I put the most important stuff, which is my snacks. And then now look, if I need to throw a half used magazine in there, then I want to be able to grab it out like that if I need to,
For sure.
or whatever else may be in there, explosives.
You can definitely drop stuff into it faster if it's up there.
It is way fast compared to any other place that it's been on my belt.
The only question is when you have 2 or 3 mags in it and you run, is it in a good place while you're running? That's probably the
So
biggest thing to check.
you can push it and drag the strap down, and it totally seals it. And here's the other thing: the only way that any of you guys are going to know what is the right placement for your gear on you is if you go out and you run it and you see what you like and see what you don't like. It just
For
failing,
sure.
you know, running through shit, doing trials and running around on the ground, rolling around, shooting from, compromising, stances and positions. It's you're going to figure out what works. And that's why I've changed so much shit on my belt from taking classes and classes and classes and classes. I haven't really put together a belt. If I'm not running my carrier, I still run my old Alice setup. Alice setup, bro. If that's what you're running and it holds your equipment and it's a load bearing setup, bro, run it. And dude, it's really up to you. I would encourage every single person, if you don't have a pistol belt, you can set up a pistol belt for pretty cheaply if you want to. If you want to go super Gucci gear on everything, obviously you're going to be putting a buttload of money into it. Like
There's the middle. I'm probably middle of the road. I do love those T-Rex. I know people talk a lot of stuff about Lucas, but he makes some good gear, man. T-Rex Arms makes good quality gear.
Lucas,
I hate
he cured my diabetes. No, I think honestly, a lot of people get tied up with brands and stuff. I'm like, dude, run what works for you and what you will run and what you're comfortable with. And there's a lot of dudes that, like, if I threw on their belt, I would be extremely uncomfortable. Like me and Dust have different setups. Me and Dude Knowledge have different setups. Me and my boys have different setups. Like it's just we all have our shit set up differently. And the important things that need to be similar between us are the important things. And no, my dump pouch does not smack my junk. It's basically positioned on like about my thigh when I rotate my belt a little bit, which makes everything a little bit more comfortable.
Same, Steve Whoop. And the one thing that I really like about Lucas is that he makes everything in M81 Woodland as an option.
Oh yeah. Steve Whoop, which Skittle pack did you get? The S-Tac Skittle pack? I'll tell you what, dude, I had spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on HSGI mag pouches. Not only do I have a bunch in black, I have a bunch in OD green, and then I have a bunch in good guy camouflage, multicam. And dude, they're just sitting and chilling, and they're good, but S-Tac, for the quality that you get, for the retention on the magazines, the ease of re-indexing, like, bro, taking classes and having to re-index over and over and over and over and over. I'm like, bro, I'm so tired of moving these little freaking polymer things out of the way just to freaking try to wiggle my magazines back in to get past the stitches that catch up on my shit, and it was just annoying. So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm switching to S-Tac.
I mean, some of the things just depends on terrain as well, though. Like,
yeah,
if you're running through a jungle, you're gonna want flaps on your shit because
for sure.
Things can get knocked around. So it just kind of depends on your terrain. And
I'll tell you straight up, like and I do have other kit with flaps on it. I have retention bands. I have other things. The way that pistol belt is set up, they're all open top, right? But that Kydex it's basically Cordura with Kydex inside, and it works great. But that retention on that Kydex is nothing compared to the retention of the HSGI. I have literally
you can always take it out, heat it up, and tighten it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I consider doing something like that, but like I kind of just want to run it until it starts like fuck it up, and then maybe I'll once I've gotten a lot of life out of it, then I'll either mess with it or replace it or something. But so Steve Whoop, there's two. There's the Skittles bag and the mini Skittles bag. They're both dump pouches. The one I have is the mini Skittles bag, either mini or micro. I don't remember, but it's the smaller one. But here, I'll even open it for you guys.
Checking it out.
Let me get that out of the way.
Oh, I do like how it just goes straight down.
Yep.
Ooh, they make it an M81 Woodland.
They do. They usually do. So this is the rig. All right. Sorry, I'm away from my mic, but this is the rig, right? This is the setup. This is the front of the buckle, and the dump pouch is the first thing to the left of my belt. Okay.
Gotcha.
So when I open it, I literally just grab the strap. Sorry, it's hard to do it and keep it on camera. I grab the strap and then I pull it up, and then boom, that opens it up. And
Nice. Does that Velcro go inside it and get a nice little place in there?
what do you mean? Yeah, so you can put it
just close it up like that. Yep.
You can put it inside like that, and also you can squish it closed, and then hold on. There's kind of oh, bro, I'm tripping. I totally forgot that I had the air tag in there. I was like, what is this? I thought there was a way to do it while maybe I'm tripping. I thought there was a way. Oh, I had a piece of sticky Velcro on there that's gone, because I used to be able to just push it closed to kind of have like a African American engineered way to just pinch it closed, but I think it came off, or maybe that's in there as well. But size wise, man, I mean that's it's not bad at all, and it's not too big. You can still fit a bunch of stuff in there. I can fit my whole front freaking.
Does it only take up 2 slots of Molly?
2 slots, yeah.
Cool.
And how does it fold? I think it folds like that. Yeah, so basically you take it and then you push it in, and then you fold this part, and then you roll it up like this.
Does it use Molly, or is it only Velcro attached around the belt?
No, it's Molly. Well, so there's Velcro.
Both?
There's Velcro. If you look here, the Velcro straps.
Yeah.
I have them going through the Molly.
Gotcha.
It is pretty difficult to set it up that way, but if you're committed, you can do it, because you're basically taking needle nose pliers and dragging the Velcro through there. I did not feel comfortable enough just using the Velcro, like wrapping it around the belt. So I took it, I pushed it through, and then I pulled it tight, and then I wrapped that around, and then completed the loop. But yeah, this has been
nice.
a good setup, dude. My tourniquets used to literally stab me all the time, and then I switched to the horizontal ones.
Yep,
bro, game changer. It takes up more real estate on your belt, but dude, being able to have, so here I'll show y'all. Having this setup and then having your tourniquet horizontal like that, it
makes it much easier to get it out.
Yeah, very easy to get out. There's like mud all over it. Very easy to get out, and you cannot even feel that it's there, right? Everything has been kind of set up to where it's like the least
very nice
invasive or whatever, or like it pokes me the least. And the only really tall thing that is kind of a pain in the ass is this, but because it's on the backside, like I'm not gonna like be bending over that way on purpose.
I like it.
And let me know what y'all think about the baton, because I'm curious. I'm curious what some people would say about the baton, because obviously I'm going to rock it either way. I don't give a fuck. But after a while, it took me a little bit to commit to it. But I was like, you know what? Like, there's no downside to rocking the baton, and it's so freaking solid. And it's not the one that you have to bang on the street to close it. You literally hit the steel button
Nice.
and close it. And
Sick.
bro, when this thing gets opened, it's just like, damn.
Oh yeah, that shit'll shatter bone easy.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely a war crime.
I still I don't know what it is, but I still want like a mini katana sword, like something around 22 inches
Bro,
that will strap on my back that I can quick out
I'm
here.
telling you, I finally found the one. I don't even remember the name of it, but I finally found the one. It's like $300, and it is handmade out of high carbon steel, and
Sick.
it is like solid as a mofo, and it comes with a Kydex rig that has like drains in it and like all that shit. You can put it on your belt, or it's Molly compatible. If I could slip that in between my Camelback and my
Yeah.
carrier, bro, shink, I'm
Yes,
taking that mofo out. It's like,
for sure.
yeah, it's all.
And I only need like a 24-inch would be nice.
Yeah,
Something
I don't
like
even
that.
need a big one,
Nah.
Let me see. Shout out, by the way, to whoever had placed an order on DLD hardware.
Douglas Bolin says a baton is good for when you need a social worker.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Where did I go? Screenshots. Okay, so I think I have it in here. Let's see. Okay, there is and I gotta upload this. I got a video that I need to upload, like a hard video. It's already edited and all that shit. Here, let me do this. You run the show for a second. I'm just gonna
Cool.
go piss, and I'll find the picture.
Excellent. So Johnny Propane and MRH 0661, both of y'all running Alice. And I think MRH is just running an Alice pistol belt, and Johnny's running the Alice kit from the service days, which I think is phenomenal. I did get a new chest rig from OP. I think it's OP Gear, UR Systems or UR Tactical or something. And it is from like Hong Kong, but it does have the ability to carry a canteen. And I just wanted something that I could actually carry water. So I think the Alice gear may still be, I wish, and I'm sure there is someone out there, and I think Russia has some pretty awesome new Alice style gear that they're using. But I wish someone did make more of like a designated Alice setup, modernized Alice gear. But I love the Alice. Alice, you can carry all kinds of stuff with you and sustainment, and really stay in the field a long time with Alice gear. Got the kit also. Excellent, MRH. Yeah, guys, I mean, if society breaks down, you are 100% going to need this stuff. If we have just complete social chaos, 2 canteens. Nice. Ammo butt pack. There you go. M16 ammo butt pack. Excellent. I think you should have some type of food sustainment, water, and as much ammo as you can carry in medical. And sticking to that is, pretty much all you really need to have out there. Maybe some tools, a multi-tool. I think is always good to have. One of the reasons, and a lot of times with that little admin pouch that I have on the front, I keep a multi-tool in that because sometimes depending on what kit you have on, I don't have a multi-tool for every kit. So it's easy to keep it in that little admin pouch on the front of my belt. Yeah, run your stuff, guys. You guys in the chat, a lot of you guys know exactly what you need to be carrying. Just keep training, stay in shape, and stay ready. We may not have much time left.
Bro, that's been the number one thing I've been focused on for this entire year. I haven't made as much progress as I'd like to, but there was a minute where I was literally almost 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And
When I see 250, I'm freaked out.
yeah,
Freak the fuck out at 250.
I let this shit go way too far, and I've lost a bunch of weight. I've lost over 20 pounds, and you know I'm
Nice.
still continuing to make sure I'm active every single day. This is the Molly TDI sheath is the large Tonto TDI. They have a lot more TDI options nowadays than they did before, but I don't know if they offer this specific holster or sheath rather anymore. But I'm gonna have to see. Nice.
Steve Whoop 6'2", 210. You are lean and mean, brother. Stay at it.
Yeah,
that's good size. I'm happy around 215. But I've always held weight and I've always had a lot of muscle. So really, since I started lifting weights, being below 200 was like not an option. I think I graduated high school at 187. And
dude, I don't even remember the last time I was under 200 pounds, bro. Like,
yeah, mine was in high school.
Yeah. Let's see. I already have a hatchet. Yeah, the hatchets and items like that are good, but hatchets are slow to get to. So most hatchets, even some of the best ones, are usually you have to open the flap, reach in, pull it out, and adjust your grip from the head of the hatchet to the grip. Or sometimes you can grab the base of the hatchet with your on hand. Somebody's going to take me going like that. And then with your offhand, open the flap, push it up, grab it, and then reach up and grab it. There are some Kydex rigs where it's like a flap essentially, and you kind of work it out sideways and then pull it out. I think
mine comes out real fast.
Which one do you have?
I don't remember, but it has the little flap that you just pull it up, but when you get your hand on it, you just lift straight up and it's out of there.
Okay.
And you have a good grip on it. So you just pop that and grab. And
for me, all the ones that I've had were not speed friendly. And you know how much I love speed, I'm just kidding. Sorry, it's a bad joke. Oh fudge, that's not it. For real, bro.
Heck yeah, Eric Stockbridge. Yo, we got to get in shape. One of the things I'm super proud of, y'all, is
Nice.
I quit smoking. Oh, it'll be 12 months. It was 12 months in May. So now I'm working on 2 years not smoking, and
nice.
I really enjoy it. Zen, appreciate you.
I don't smoke either, bro. Either.
Yeah. I never really smoked cigarettes or vaped. I used to smoke bud, and I'd smoke backwoods and games.
So hold on. Yeah, I heard
blunts.
you say this. I gotta ask you. So you're talking about you bought packs of backwoods and smoked the tobacco inside of them?
No.
Okay. All right.
On,
when you said that's why, because I heard you reference it a couple times. I'm like, bro, are you saying like? Please don't tell me you smoked.
If it was SHTF though, and I had a pack of backwoods, I would smoke that bitch
all
with
day. Yeah, for sure. Even just for a dramatic effect, it's like my 32-cent cigar that I'm chewing on is. Oh man, yeah.
When I did quit smoking, I actually did smoke cigars for like a couple weeks. I'd have like a real cigar, not a gas station cigar, but I'd have a cigar. I've learned how to smoke cigars when I was like 17.
Yeah, I like Black and Milds, man, but I just, I wouldn't smoke. I don't like smoking on a normal basis, but I prep cigarettes, Black and Milds, tobacco
Nice.
with rolling papers, like all
Smart.
that stuff. Because, dude,
I
I
prep
could,
cigars because I don't smoke them often, and like when you do want one, you have to have one. So it's
yeah,
like 20 cigars. That's about all I need for a prep. Tell you the truth, I'm not bartering with nobody unless you got something really great and you want a cigar.
dude,
But
I literally take so I'll buy a pack of cigarettes and I'll ask for a free pack of the matches, and then I'll tape the matches around them and then close the flap so
nice.
that way you can open it, take it, strike it, but keep them on the pack, right?
For
20
sure.
matches per pack, 20 cigarettes per pack, right? And then what I'll do is I'll take tape and I'll tape around the saran wrap and where it's like still kind of open, and then I'll literally put like two, sometimes three of them together, and then I'll take fucking what's it, shrink wrap, and then I'll shrink wrap around it and keep them here. Let me just show you what I'm talking about.
I mean, I can't lie. If the situation was shitty enough, I'd probably smoke a cigarette. And Johnny Propane, when it comes to packs and rucks, I am running. I have 2 packs. One is like a copy. It's made by some airsoft company, but it's durable as hell. And it's like the carbon copy of like the Marine issue pack, where you can actually stick a rifle down in it and it unfolds, so you could put a weapon in there as well and have a backup weapon or a shotgun. And that pack is pretty large. And then I also have the what's the name of it? I did a review on it on my channel. But that's more of an assault pack. And then I have nice boy, that's golden SHTF.
So it's like the pack of matches.
You ain't got no Newports? No, you got Newports. I see them.
Yeah, these are all Newport 100s, of course. These are Newport 100s, of course. These are also Newport 100s, of course. And then these are
Marlboro
100s, the lights, of course. And then I actually had to borrow this pack of matches off of this one.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you should also have an assload of
and have waterproof matches, y'all.
Yes, bro. Have you seen those fire starting matches that are like they're like basically like the same as a butane torch? Yeah, yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Those could come in handy for things.
Yes. I have the waterproof matches.
Bro.
Oh, you're talking about the ones they also like light underwater.
Yeah, and they literally they're like a little miniature blowtorch, but they're I forgot I don't know if it's magnesium or aluminum powder or what, but
they're almost like a mini flare.
Yeah, when you light it, it's like and it just freaking is a torch, man. Drew, what's up, brother? He said his son loves night vision. Hell yeah, man. Dude, tonight the sky is so effing clear. I am going outside and I am taking my nods and I am stargazing tonight, bro. 100%. So some of y'all don't know, I got my 31s. They were sent to me. Just so y'all know, I'm not out here balling. I got 31s from Rick's Tactical. If any of y'all are looking for night vision, I could hook y'all up. If any of y'all
sponsorship, bro. One sponsorship. Come on, y'all.
Rick's didn't send them to me. I'll just say that right now.
Come on, Ranger Rick's.
So, if any of y'all heard me talking about pricing before, that was for a group buy that was happening. So that pricing is gone. That pricing will never come back. So, for those of you out there that I hit up like, yo, if you want to be in on this deal, and I wasn't trying to sell y'all something, I wasn't gaining anything I'm just trying to, hook up the homies, because the more people that we can have out there with superpowers seeing at night, the better. But if you want brand new Gen 3 white phosphor, they're basically like 31 alphas. They're really 2 PVS 14s bridged together with a mount. But yeah, you're gonna be looking at like No, they're made by Rick's Tactical, which is dope because every other tube like for sale to civilians in the United States is a government reject. So that means somebody from the United States government took it, looked at it, and said, "No, this is not good enough for us," and that's what's for sale to civilians. And Rick's Tactical kind of changed that. And anyone out there, if you know PBS 31s, they're going for 15, 16 grand. These could be had for like 5 grand or less. So for those of y'all that were part of the group buy, you got them at like 4,100. Sorry if you missed that, but it was a special circumstance with a large number of people getting in on that. But anyway, this is a great way to kind of get your feet wet, but still a great way to get like super low cost nods that are highly effective, crystal freaking clear, bro. Like I am blown away at the quality of them. Super blown away. So if anyone yeah, they're like Jerry 31s, only they're not Jerry 31s because those were removed off of the import list recently. So but they're very similar to that setup. So if anyone is interested in night vision, I can get y'all a deal for sure. Actually, there's going to be night vision available on DLD hardware soon. I just haven't gotten all the info up, but there's going to be a whole night vision section on DLD hardware as well.
Very nice.
Yeah, so FOM is usually anywhere from 18 to 2000. It depends on the units, though. One of my units is under 1700. The other unit is like 1840, and they are more clear than my buddy's aviation grade aviation grade $4,500 PVS 14 built on a 31 alpha tube. My units are more clear than his, and they don't have freaking black spots all over them, which is usually what causes government rejects. Anyway, this isn't like an infomercial. Like I'm just saying, you know,
night vision is good.
It is.
Now you need to get the IR lights put in the headlights and hit the switch,
bro.
Run them IRs on the headlights.
You know what I got, which is crazy.
You got the goon beam?
Yes, I do have several IR goon beams. However, what I also have is there's a great company that you guys have never heard of, unless you've heard me talk about them, called Bellum Photonics. And this is a company that instead of going out and buying those like IR chem lights for like $5 each or more, this is a pack of Bellum Photonics IR beacons, 940 nm. This is a pack of 10 for $30.
Sick.
They're $3 each. Actually, you know what? I think those IR if I'm not mistaken, I think those IR chem lights are like $15. Yeah, I think they're more.
$5.
Yeah, I think they're more. But the dope thing about these is that these are waterproof for 24 hours, and then the afterglow runs for 3 days.
Nice.
3 days. Waterproof for 24 hours.
Are those like beacons you can put on a helmet, or is it more like something you throw on the ground?
So they're beacons that you basically drop to, show that you've cleared a room, or that you've if you're leaving a trail for your homies, or if you're whatever, if you're doing something like if you're trying to signify something to your boys, like this is the vehicle that you should take. It's a very small clear beacon. It's like that big. And it's glowing at 940 nm, and it is like it is glowing. Sick. And $30 for a pack of 10. These are also supposed to be on DLD hardware, and I've not uploaded. Bro, I have so much stuff I have to put up there, and I just have not been able to do it. Because guess what? Even right now, after I get off with you guys, guess what? I got to go do a bunch of packages for DLD hardware. And Oh man, everything that like we're launching for Definition knives and all the stuff I got to catch up on with DLD hardware and like all
Very
the time
nice.
that I've put into Definition knives. I've been slacking on DLD hardware and it's causing a significant lack of funds issue. And you know, I gotta get my shit tight. And once Definition knives is up and running, I'll be all right. But let's just say I've been looking out my back window to make sure my car is still in my driveway.
I know that feeling.
Bro, it's been so long since I've lived like this, bro. And like I know, you know, some people are probably like, well, why don't you just get a job? Like, bro, I'm so fucking committed to
Yeah, you
DLD
should be.
hardware and Definition knives working. Like this is absolutely 100% going to be successful, and I'm going to fucking make it work. And I don't give a fuck what I got to do it. So
Nice.
yeah. Sorry, my bad. I'm, you know, Dark. Thanks for those. Think for what's? Oh, for the for the
Beacons.
nods. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nice,
Previously
Drew.
see if the girls went in. I'll see if I can make it, bro. I'll see if I can make it. Um, prices on the cloak of invisibility have gone way up. Yo, yeah. So what's the deal with the M Gabriel? What's up, brother? Good to see you. Um, what's the price of the cloak of invisibility? Isn't that like an actual cloak that is completely invisible to night vision and thermal and shit like that?
Can you still get those in the civilian market?
I don't know. I heard some people talking about them. I don't know if they were being for real or not. I don't think it's actually invisibility. It's just kind of like a muted, um, you know, like it mutes your signature a little bit. It dampens your signature a bit.
Well, I remember what's his name? Garantham did a video on some clothing and cloaks and stuff like that. And then like pretty quickly after he did that video, they stopped selling to civilians.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And any company that limits their sale from civilians, not cash
I think
money.
it was part of their government contract though, was like, okay, well, we'll buy all your shit, but you can't sell this stuff to the civvies.
I would literally limit my sales to only civilians. I thought it was the funniest thing. I saw this dude who put together a rifle and he got engraved on it for civilian use only.
Nice.
And I was like, dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So I will be traveling to goals for anybody that's going to be out there. Holla at your boy. I'm literally just driving. It's not too crazy of a drive. Going to be in Tennessee, and I'm crashing at Rich and Safety. Oh my god! No fucking way, bro. Bro, Drew, are you serious, dog?
Good news, bad news. At first, it sounded good.
Very good news. Yo,
Cool.
Drew, come on, bro. You did not. Oh my god. I don't even know if he wants me to say anything. Yo, I'm literally like about to fucking cry. Yo, Drew just sent me $1,000 on
No
Cash App.
way, bro. Drew, you are the freaking man, bro.
Yo, fucking bro.
That's insane, man.
Dog.
That's amazing.
I'm completely fucking Drew. I don't even know what to say, bro. I'm like,
yeah, that's crazy, bro.
You have already helped me so much, Drew. Dude, if y'all knew, he's done every time I needed to sell something, I hit him up like, yo, I And y'all know, y'all see me up here. I'm literally like selling knives and barrels and parts and stuff like that because I'm getting money together, and I'm like so fucking far behind right now, dog, that like this is like a fifth of what I need for the rest of this month, just like boom in 1 second of him sending it.
Yeah, that's amazing,
bro.
You a real one, bro. Hell yeah.
For real, dude. Drew, you have no idea. Bro, I don't even know. I don't even know what else I can say, but like, dog. And for real, it makes me feel like bad and guilty, and like I never just want to accept money. I would much rather like sell things to have it be like an even exchange of stuff. But bro, you have no fucking idea how much that is needed right now, bro.
Hell
Like,
yeah, bro. That's awesome, man.
damn, bro. I'm gonna fucking send the swagger pack of the century to you, bro. Matter of fact, when I go to goals, I will literally get a whole swag pack set up to send to you. And bro, and oh man, I don't even know. I don't even know what else to say, man. You feed me here, bro. Yo, we help in need. You're welcome, brother. Damn, Drew. Thank you. I didn't know if you wanted me to say anything. That's why I was like hesitant in the beginning, but man, oh, bro, the fucking relief, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's amazing, bro.
Thank you, bro. For real. I'm just fucking so grateful for y'all, man. I to think that like just coming to a place on the internet and you know, talking a few times a week builds a community like this. Like that is, it's incredible. And man, I was just talking to Rich before I went live, and I was like, bro, I have no fucking idea. I had a company hit me up, and I'm not going to say what the company is because some people out there are saboteurs and they're doing whatever they can to sabotage me in every way. Um, and this company hit me up and they asked for a large order of jigs, and they and this is like in the middle of me being like, dude, like I don't even know what the hell I'm going to do. And they're like, yeah, we're looking for somewhere between 500 to 750 of your jigs. And I was like, oh, bro, like literally with that, and with what Drew just sent me, bro. And Drew, God bless you,
Sick, bro.
man. Like that's everything I need, and that'll get me caught up on everything. I'll be able to pay my 2 car payments that I'm behind on. Yo, this sounds so bad, bro, because I haven't been in this situation since I was like a teenager, dog. Like, but man, us coming together and helping and supporting, man, in one sense it makes me feel like, you know, like dirty and less than, and like I'm a beggar. But in the other sense, it makes me feel so grateful and happy that we built this community where we take care of each other. Because when I was doing well, I was always contributing to others, and even over this past year not doing so well, I continue contributing to others because I truly believe that a hand that's open to give is open to receive. I truly believe that, and that's how.
Absolutely, bro. That's amazing, man.
Yeah, dude, Drew, man, fucking man, everyone show him some love in chat, man. I can't even. On that note, I think we can shut down the show and say thank you, Drew, for that, and everyone else just coming in and tuning in and watching and hanging out with us, man. I appreciate you, and I'm sorry that like I bring all this extra shit in, you know, from time to time, but I'm just always going to be real about what's going on in my world. And I also want to let y'all know the real shit, because like this way, when you see DLD hardware doing well and you see Definition Knives doing well, you'll know that like, damn, he could have literally stopped that and gave up and got a job and just been okay. But instead of doing that, he chose to commit himself to what he believed in, and
Hell
brought
yeah, dog.
it to the next level. You know what I mean?
You motivate me, man. I got to get there, because having a job don't mean you're always okay. Anyway, and
I
you
appreciate
motivate me, man. I got to get to that point. But we'll get there.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. It's other people that, motivate and encourage me too. And, it's like,
Yeah.
I being in other jobs and in other situations where like one thing or one person or one situation just boom, just changes everything and you no longer are employed. Like I never wanted to be at the will of someone else. But now instead of just having one boss, you have hundreds of bosses that you have to send product to, instead.
Yeah, but they all like you.
Yeah. Most of them at least. But like, man, good night, Douglas Boing. Good night, buddy.
Night, bro.
But it's like, I want to be able to showcase to my daughter that if she wants to do something, she can do it as long as she commits herself to it and actually commits herself to it through her actions. I want to show to, I'll be real, to my daughter's mother that,
Mm-hmm.
I could commit myself to this and do well. And not for any reason other than being like, yo, you didn't think this could happen. You didn't think I could do this. You didn't think boom, there you go. Guess what? Every dollar that I've ever paid you of child support has come from that silly, stupid YouTube and business thing that you fucking hate. So enjoy that.
Yeah.
And then, it's like I want to be able to have, I guess looking back on it, I want to be able to look back and have the ability to say, like, I chose to commit myself to this and to make it work. And despite all the challenges and all the people fighting against me and all the other shit, the shit that I don't talk about, I wanted to be able to say, we fucking made it anyway. And that's important to me. You work on here and take your time, energy, and love. You deserve to get paid for it, bro. Drew, I appreciate you, bro. More than you could even know. This is a huge load off my shoulders, and I appreciate you. We'll go ahead and wrap it up, man. And again, thank you, Drew, and thank you all you guys for tuning in, hanging out, and listening. And Red Dawn, before we go ahead and close out, man, remind everybody who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
Yeah, bro, it's Red Dawn Readiness on YouTube, and I do lives Wednesdays and Friday nights. We do a lot of wargaming, talking about prepping, and just try to keep everybody motivated and getting ready for the hard times, man, and try to motivate people to train, get in shape. None of us are ever where we want to be, but as long as we keep putting one foot in front of another, then that's all we can really hope for. So come check me out, Red Dawn Readiness on YouTube. I need to get a Rumble going. I have an X, but at first X was kind of weird, man. I was getting like weird people trying to follow me, like they looked like fake accounts. So like I really didn't do much with X. But yeah, maybe I'll eventually start streaming on all these platforms.
Yeah, I think it's beneficial. It's definitely beneficial for Rumble from the standpoint of like being able to, handle and manipulate firearms on stream. To be able to just do and say stuff that you typically wouldn't be able to elsewhere. It's definitely, night and day difference from ShoeTube. But make sure we support Red Dawn, man. Subscribe to Red Dawn Readiness. Subscribe to Red Dawn Republic. And
for sure. I got my first channel sponsor. They sent me out one of the Mantis dry fire systems.
Nice.
So I did a short on it, and yeah, I'm gonna do a full review on the Mantis system. I had a buddy who got one, and I was like, damn, these things are like $350. And I was like, but damn, that shit's cool. Yeah. So I messaged them up, and they sent me one. And then my buddy gave me some of the targets that, like, I guess I didn't even know. I would have asked them for targets, but you can like scan their targets and it'll upload it into the app and tell you
where you're hitting on the target. Yeah.
Well, and also one of the biggest things is like it'll tell you like in between shots how much the gun moves, which is really cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's dope. I basically am doing the same thing, but like I'm doing it through like kind of a cheap, shitty way of doing it. I bought one of the cheap $30, laser cartridges, and then
Yep.
I'm using the Shooter's Global Timer, which actually your boy Drew sent to me, by the way. And then
Oh yeah.
and then also so Drew, shout out to you for that. And it also allows you to time your dry fire, which is huge. Most shot timers will not do that. Most shot timers won't even like capture your shots or suppress shots, let alone your dry fire shots. And then there's an app that I was using called iShot or iShoot or something, and then there's another one that you can use that
I think it's
shows you exactly where
iShot Pro, right? Isn't it?
yeah, I think that was it. And then there's another one that shows you like where your impacts are, where the laser impacts, and you can literally just draw a silhouette.
One of the things that I like about it is just that trigger reset. So being able to, the biggest one that I've really found a value in it is shooting left-handed. So switching hands,
Yeah.
I think is just fantastic to be able to switch hands and train on your weak side.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done that a lot, but like it's just taking it to a new level, like getting comfortable. Because when you're at the range, you're also like, okay. And I used to do this in basketball when I was growing up. I would go to the court by myself and I would play for like 2 hours left-handed only. I'd shoot left-handed. There were times where like I would never touch the ball, and I feel like I should do that with gun shooting.
For sure. That's super important. Like in sports, like my mother played tennis and she would do the same thing. She would practice like left-handed with 2 rackets and shit like that. That's what the pros do. So Drew says check your email, Red Dawn.
Yeah, I hit you back, Drew.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Hell yeah.
We'll go ahead and wrap it up, man. I just I appreciate all y'all, man. And
Damn,
yeah.
bro.
Oh, you
Drew,
said
you crazy, bro.
What did he send you some love too?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. And then all of a sudden they say, action, PayPal. You need to add your tax ID.
Dude, man, it was so weird. I went into my
Drew, bro. You the man, dog. Thank you so much, Drew. Yeah, I'm late on my car payment and all that shit, bro. So I appreciate it, man. I'm working on selling my house next month to get out of these bills because it's wild right now, bro.
You know what? I wish I was as wise as you, and I should have just fought against what my wife was saying and just purchased a house anyway. Because at that point, houses in this area were like townhomes. Were going for like 320, 350. Now they're all going for $600,000 to $700,000. Like it is insane, bro. And I'm like, man,
bro, hit that welcome real quick, bro. Thank you, Drew. That's amazing, bro. My wife is gonna freak out. She's gonna be like, "What?"
Damn,
bro. You're amazing, man. Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah,
thank
dude.
you so much,
Drew,
man.
Drew, man, you have provided more help and support for more people than you even know, dog. It's huge, and man,
that's just wild.
Yeah, dude, you're Drew.
I might not be too far from you if you're in Oregon, man. I'm selling my house where I'm at. We might go off grid with the family for a while. I don't know, but
dude,
I'm tired of fucking bills,
bro. If you can pull it off, man, it's set up. Imagine 2 years of discomfort to set up. If your family's down, like, see, my family wasn't down. If you could set up, your trees, your garden, your livestock, your everything, bro, it would totally change your life. That's the way I want to live. That's the way I want us to live. That's the way I want our country to live, right? And then I want to be able to document that and showcase that to other people. Don't just buy stuff, build stuff. And then if you can't build stuff, then manufacture the tools to build the stuff. Like that it yeah, there's a lot of
I
things.
mean, it's a little like, it might be weird going from Florida to like somewhere in the north in the middle of winter and going off grid. That's my only concern. But dude, I may go off grid because there's a lot of houses I find that are way cheaper and they're just not completed. It's like a brand new house. It has no walls. It has all the wooding is done on the inside. And I'm like, yeah, we'll just be off grid for a little bit and I'll build this thing up. But I also think about buying just raw land and throwing an RV on it or something like that. But my wife is about it, and we want the kids to grow up learning that stuff. So that way, even if they grow up and get jobs and make money, that they still feel comfortable being like, but I know I don't need this because I grew up without so much.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, I'm working on that, man. I met a lot of dudes on YouTube, but you know, you got to get over to where they're at and feel them out, and you know. But I've lived in the same area my whole life, and I and I've known people for 20 plus years, and I still don't know if I'd want them around me when it comes to SHTF.
It's crazy. It's I'm telling you, you should really read that Selco a year. I think it's either a year and a half. So I think it's called like a year in SHTF or a year without rule of law. But I think it was actually like a year and a half in post Civil War Bosnia, and it's crazy. I'll send the story to you. You can actually buy it as a book now. Apparently, Tim Harper sent me a picture of it. But yeah, getting the people around you are huge. Even if you can't set up, like in the situation I'm in right now, I can't just go set up and build a community, right? I can't be that far away from my daughter. I can't be all the things, right? Also, I can't, if I could go, live in an RV on land that I buy, that'd be great, but that wouldn't look great in my, custody paperwork at court, right? Like, she don't need no electricity,
I told my wife, if she leaves me, dog, good luck finding me. I'm gonna be in the woods somewhere in a tent.
For
It's
real.
like, good luck mailing me stuff, boy. I'm gone. You better not leave me.
Yeah, for real. But like, I mean, even if you got to stay where you're at for whatever reasons, we all got reasons, right? As long as you set up a group of people that are all ride or die, and that you trust to operate around you and move around you, and not just the safety manipulation on their rifle and operating firearms. I mean, like operating in the sense of a community, like that's
the biggest thing, dude. Is can you trust them around your wife and your kids? That's to me the biggest thing.
Those are the first things.
That's like first on the list. Is I don't care if you are fresh out of SEAL Team 6. If I can't trust you around my wife and kids, then I guess I'll have to figure it out. But I've considered moving to Virginia just to be close to you, man. And we built a community on here, man. And some of the best people I've met are through YouTube. And thank God that no matter how far apart we are, we can find each other. And I think in the future you're gonna see things like us putting together meetups and group camping things and picking out a park and being like, we're all camping here for the weekend. Anyone who can make it. I know some guys in the prepping community, they do like a Missouri meetup. There's like a North Carolina, South Carolina meetup. And I mean, we got to build our own networks, dude, because some of us have just, there's a reason we all link up all the time, man, because we've been trying to build community for so long, and people are just so unresponsive to putting in that time to A, build a relationship, and then B, discuss what do we do with this relationship. Now that we like each other, now that we get along, what are we going to do about,
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've always wanted to be like, So okay, so here's the other thing, and then we can wrap it up after this. Basically, like if you go into like Black Scout Survival's live streams, right? One of the things he does is, he calls it his tribe. Really, they're just his channel members, right? But he calls it his tribe, and then he in his Discord collectively like separates people by states, and he's encouraging these people to get together like state, so it's all separated, like Virginia, Tennessee and Florida and Georgia. And it just I mean, the idea is dope, but it just kind of seems a little fetish, you know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Grunt Proof on a lot of this. Is like, bro, don't do illegal stuff. If you doing your own illegal stuff, keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
And but we can't be afraid of feds bullshit, and that's why we didn't. Because like, bro, imagine if we were reading books, right, about the Federalists and Anti-Federalists, and we were all flying a freaking British flag, and we were like, man, they really would have did stuff, but they were too scared that everyone was a Fed, so nothing got done.
I mean,
we can't live. We just can't live like that.
I don't think it's like it's that like the people are feds. I think it's weird that I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it probably, but like
I mean, I think it's just a way for him to breed the channel memberships. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Trench Grenade does something similar where he's like, in order to get into my Discord, you got to join the Patreon, right? And but the thing is like, dude, YouTube is never gonna monetize me. They're just not. And I worked my butt off getting to be able to be monetized, and it just sucks. Like I need to write them every day and be like, dude, what's going on with this monetization? Because you guys are screwing me to the wall. And
I mean,
like I don't even do anything.
We can talk about how to adjust some things to where you would be advertiser friendly, because there's no reason that I can sit here and talk about the things that I talk about and still be on here monetized. Now, to the same thing, like in the same breath, I'll say that it's not like the financial portion of it, because honestly, the only financial piece that comes out of being monetized is super chats, and which half of it goes to YouTube, and I'm still grateful for it, right? And it's still awesome. It's also way easier to read. It's a huge colored thing that pops up in chat, so it's easy to read. But and channel memberships, like aside from that, bro, I'm not getting nothing. I can literally read through the analytics and see what
I mean, but I think I talked about this with Dust, and it's like, bro, even $50 a month would be huge, because it's like, yeah, Drew, you rock, bro. Thank you so much, man. But like, even $50 a month would be a help, dude. I got 3 little ones. My wife don't work, and we live in Joe Biden's economy, and it blows hard. It blows hard, because when Trump was in office, I was prepping. I bought a prep today, which was 2 cans of peanut butter, and I was like, yes, I got a prep this week. And like, that's the level of restocking that I'm at right now. But
that's
like,
the
dude,
world we're living in, bro. And everyone is affected. This has touched every single person, to where like I'm literally about to sell all my medals.
That's amazing,
like,
Drew.
All my medals. Like I never ever, prior to this, I was never like never gonna sell my guns, never gonna sell my silver and my copper, and like all the shit that I got. And now I'm like, bro, now I ain't got a motherfucking option, So I mean,
Well, it's a good time. I think Bitcoin is I don't know if it's a smart time to buy it, which I've never known. I wish I would have bought Bitcoin when it first came out.
It's been it's sunk, a great deal, but I don't know if that means it's a great time to buy it either,
I don't know. And I know gold is up high, and shoot, I talked about quitting smoking, man. We got pregnant with our 3rd child, who's not even a year yet. It was like, okay, I can either buy ammo, or I can buy weed. And I was like, one is preparing me and one is making me not be able to breathe when I run. So I'm like,
And
I
slow,
guess,
stupid, and hungry.
yeah, I'm like, I guess I'm not smoking weed anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah,
Dude,
Drew.
the
It is a shit show out here.
100%, bro. I did the same thing with ammo, and I was like, bro, you know what? I'm going ham on ammo, and I have more ammo now than I have ever had in my entire life. I have more ammo sitting here than my last gun store did that I
Well, I
worked
think it
at.
probably helped you not having an outdoor range to go to for a while.
Yes, that helped a great deal. Because I built my boy, well, me and him built his outdoor range, and we had like 80 yards, almost somewhere in that range, about 80 yards. And man, we had all the shepherd's hooks set up with the gongs and silhouettes and skeet machine with the pedal and like all this shit, dude. It was so much fun setting shit up there. Even if you guys actually, for all of you guys out there, if you thank you, MH. I appreciate you, man.
I was gonna say, man, that comment is awesome, bro. Thank you so much for saying something like that, man.
You guys, you two rock. I'm 63 and you guys inspire me. Dang, man. Whoa. That's huge, man. If you guys go to my other channel, DarkMavis, it's DarkMavis. If you guys go to that channel, you can see a bunch of videos that I posted from like 10, 15 years ago of me out there shooting and just
I
like
didn't know
shooting
that.
yeah, shooting a
I'll
suppressed
stalk it.
pistol, shooting the quietest 22 in the world. It's like it's like nothing and all sorts of shit. And I even did because for a while with what I did, I was like in
Damn,
like
Drew, you're 29, bro. You're the man, bro. That's
what?
crazy.
You lying. You
I'll
lying.
I'll be 37 this year.
Bro, I am around your age roughly.
Nice. 53 years young. 16, 19 sons. That's awesome, bro. My sons are 10 days apart in their birthdays. And one will be 3 and one will be 1 this year.
I would have more than one child if the mother of that child didn't turn out to be an absolute psychopath.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
this country wasn't going to crap, I would like 2 more kids. I'd love a family of 5 like what you had growing up, man, and trying to
Bro.
get this Muslim Brotherhood to stop outnumbering us, man. We gotta have kids. I tell
real.
everyone, I'm like, have
Dude,
kids, please.
I will tell you right now, bro. So I'm from a family of 5 kids. Okay, when my father was in the hospital for the 2 months that he was, having all 5 of us helped, and my mother, right? It still wasn't enough people to take care of him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it is a game changer. And then on the 1-month anniversary of my father passing on August the 11th, so my dad originally went into the hospital and they basically diagnosed him with diverticulitis, and then he had the perforated colon, which that started everything, right? Well, my sister,
That's interesting. Your dad, you're saying that he started with diverticulitis?
yes, and then the
My
perforated
aunt just
colon.
got diagnosed with that 6, 7 months ago, and she
Bro,
had the thing, and
did
yeah,
she have a perforated colon where it was like
not
leaking?
not yet. I don't
She's
think.
gotta keep
Keep an eye on it.
yeah, it's so important. Okay, so get this. So a month later, August the 11th, just the other day, my sister, who was with my dad nearly
That's crazy.
24/7, she just got admitted to the ER and she was in the ICU for diverticulitis and a perforated colon.
Wow. I'm gonna talk to her tomorrow and hit her up and tell her to make sure she's checking that.
Bro, I'm like terrified. I'm like this cannot fucking happen again, right? Like this it's literally taking me back to when my dad went in the hospital. And I didn't tell anyone this. I only told like Rich and
That's your sister?
yeah, it's my sister.
Damn, bro.
And it's like my like out of all my I'm closer with like two of my brothers and one of my sisters, and like, you know, we all have like our little cliques with
That's why having 5 is good, bro. Because like I'm the youngest as well of 3, Drew, and my 2 older brothers, bro. They don't call me, they don't check on me, they don't come see my kids.
Yeah,
None of that stuff, man, and it sucks. But that's why the more kids you have, someone's got to like each other and stick together.
yeah, yeah. It's weird how that works out, but this is like she's like my go hard. She's like my roll dog, you know. So just everyone out there,
Prayers up,
please,
man.
yeah, please keep her in your prayers. I mean, the even though it's none of it's good, the good thing about it is that it was a micro tear, and they're saying that she probably does not need surgery. And again, I hate like talking about all this shit because like I don't want it to be like, oh, you know, poor pitiful me. You know, I'm just saying I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. That's all I'm saying.
Hell yeah, bro.
Um,
I'll definitely say your prayers for her, man.
I appreciate it, man. Anyone out there, if they do want to say prayers for her, you can say prayers for Katie, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up from there. So I'll Red Dawn, I'll let you get the words of wisdom at the end here, and we'll go ahead and close it up.
Yeah, y'all, man. Drew, I can't thank you enough, brother. I can't wait to see my wife's face freak out. And she probably is like, you're staying up late. You got to get up early. I still got to feed the dogs. I also, on top of 3 toddlers, I have 4 dogs and 10 chickens. And it's just insane. But bro, love being on here with you guys. Stay prayed up. Get right with God. Try to do the best that you can consciously. If you guys ever need to reach out, you know, Dark talks about it all the time. If you need someone to talk to about getting right with God, you can reach out. But if you just want to hit me up, some of you guys have been hitting me up in my email, and I appreciate it, dude. I love all the like just sharing videos and just talking. You know, community is huge. This community, I did a live one time just talking about the prepping community, and you know, this community on YouTube has been amazing. I can't thank you all enough for supporting me and DLD. And
Yeah, man.
only 10, yeah, well, 5 of them got eaten by possums. I had 15. Actually, I had 16. One died as a chick, and then 15. And now that I'm considering moving, I haven't resupplied up on 10, and none of my birds are laying eggs. So lately I've been having to buy eggs, and yeah, it's time to learn how to slaughter. So, you know, it's all part of the homestead life and doing that stuff. But I'm doing all that on a 1/4 acre, 10 fruit trees. I don't stop taking fruit trees and learning how to, you know, papaya where I live grows good, and you can take a stalk and cut a stalk from a tree and grow a whole tree from it. And I did it 1 year. It grew into a big tree and has 10 fruits on it.
Bro, I'm telling you, Red Dawn probably has more produce on the ground of his backyard than most dudes do in like, you know, the grocery stores. Like it's crazy that you got. I mean, that's exactly like, you know, that's
whoever gets my house, man, they're gonna be prepped up just from having a chicken coop. If they want it, I'll tear it down. But
I may come by that joint, man. Shit.
I have the hookup. I found like a super cheap electrician to put the and I have the cable right here, but like to hook my generator into the house because my wife had been pregnant for 3 years. And I was like, dude, I can't lose power with a pregnant wife and a newborn baby. So it was like, I have to get this done, and I have to find a generator that I got off Prime Day like a couple years ago. So, and in Florida, hurricanes and everything else, dude, I can, it has that hooked up. It has chicken coop, fruit trees. So like, I've also taken every linen closet and converted it into a storage food closet, like putting shelves where it used to just be like hangers for clothes in a hallway closet or whatever. I converted all those to be able to hold food.
Trash.
Yeah. I'm like, who needs clothes, bro, if you can't eat?
Yeah, right. I need shelves. I need, you know, people think I'm crazy when they come into my gun room and they see the closet. Finally, I've cleaned up my gun room enough to where I can actually close my closet doors now. But man, even just the ammo, you just look at it and you're like, bro, really? I mean, I don't, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, you could do better, but other people come in and they're like that. I had a neighbor that just could not fathom. He was like, "Are you trying to open a gun store in here?" Like, no,
I
this is
want some turkeys too, Drew. I want turkeys. I want quail, chickens, and goats. And then I'd love a
bro.
donkey or something like that. So wherever I go, I hope I can find like 10 acres and just start building. I want
Man.
honeybees. I want to have my own honey.
Dude, I had a whole show like for hours dedicated specifically to farming bees. And it was from probably 2.5 years ago. But the dude was so intelligent when it came to he put
Yeah.
us on to all the
My
tricks,
my in-laws have it in Georgia.
bro.
Yeah, they got about 7 acres in Georgia, and they've had bees now for 5 years, 6 years.
Bro, man, I'd move out there, bro. What you doing, man? I'm just playing.
Yeah. I mean, I have some opportunities to move there. But it's Georgia's expensive. Georgia's not as cheap as like Alabama, Arkansas,
Mhm.
Missouri, West Virginia. Those have been
Yeah.
like the cheapest states. And I'm like, I hope I can find work out there, but it's also like I just, gotta let Christ lead the way and hopefully yep, cheese. I have powdered milk,
Mhm.
lard. I don't have any cheese if SHTF happens, but
Yo, lard, man. Oh, we'll end on this. Great words of wisdom, and I love the direction that you're going, and I think all of us deeply, even if we can't right now, deeply like have a desire to live that way, right? That
yeah,
is the way we are intended to live. The Lord will provide, and the Lord gives us water from the sky and food from the ground, and it's that's the way we're supposed to live. But man, if um
everyone's asking goat milk, Drew. They said no cow milk, dude.
see,
Goats are smaller and they produce a couple quarts a day. So if I had a few goats, man, it'd be
yeah,
probably
I don't know
cheaper and
enough.
easier than a
I
cow.
don't I've never tried goat milk before.
Man, when it's free, dog, you drink it. When you
I
produce
I
it
bet.
yourself, it don't matter what it grows. Is if it's edible, you eat it.
Yeah, 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 no doubt.
You
All right, well,
know?
we'll go ahead and wrap up, guys. Look again. I just want to say a special thank you to all you guys, to all the channel members, to Red Dawn for coming on, to Drew for being so giving and gracious. And bro, I'm telling you, Drew, you're bringing so much positivity in the community, and you're going to encourage others to give to others. And I also want to give a big shout out to Kurt 24, man, because Kurt
Oh
24,
yeah.
he had a big positive thing happen in his life, and that is totally up to him if he wants to share it. But I just want to say I'm happy and proud for you, man. And it's great to hear when people are making personal advancements for them, and just as a family, when they're good positive things happening, and it
That's
encourages
awesome.
me to keep doing my thing and to keep doing this. And um it's just it's good. And even though things are extremely challenging right now and very difficult, and I'm super far behind, I'm just praying that a few of these things work out that I'm banking on. And I'll be good no matter what. I'll be good even if I'm not good. I'm gonna be good. But also going to goals is going to be a great opportunity for the channel and for the businesses too. So we're going to focus on that. We'll be out at
You
goals.
going live out there?
Yeah, I'm also going to be doing a couple recorded podcasts as well. I'll be doing a recorded podcast with Josh with Black Diamond Guns and Gear, Fat Tack.
Sick.
I'll be doing possibly some other stuff and some other content. I'm also going to focus on hard videos and all sorts of stuff that I'll be doing out there, which will be good for the channel and also be good for the businesses too. And we just got to keep making sure that we keep supporting each other. I encourage you guys all to support companies like Goonbeam, companies like Gideon Optics, companies like JSD, PR Triggers. Those guys, they're awesome. Companies like Tack Knives. Remember, if you use code DARK at Tack Knives, if you want like some super dope OTF knives. One day we'll have OTF knives, but at least in the beginning, we're just doing, manual folders. But if you want a super dope OTF knife, you can use code DARK and save 20% off your order at Tac Knives. If you use code GLOWIES with PR Triggers, JST Supply, or Gideon Optics, you get 10% off and free shipping. And if you use code DARK at Goonbeam to get some of the brightest freaking flashlights in the world, then you save money there too. So we got to support the people that support us. Also, shout out to AR-15 Takedown Tool or AR Takedown Tool. They've always been a big supporter too. They sent some ammo to the channel. I'm going to be working with Bear Creek Arsenal. They're sending one of their Glocks to me. Anderson is sending a Frontline AR.
Sick.
There's a bunch of great things happening, and then obviously, working with them, I'm going to push them off to you and to other people too, because they need to get with more people like you and other people do. So it's a win for everyone. So contribute to each other and your life will be fulfilled, right? As long as we don't just focus on ourselves, and I've been kind of caught internally. This has been good, and this has been a positive, tonight the show has been a positive thing for me too. So thank you all. And in closing, guys, remember, right now is the time that we're being attacked culturally. We're being, discouraged from being men, from doing what we're supposed to do, from standing up for what's right and what's righteous. Right now is the time to get right with your family and to get right with God. And like Red Dawn said, if you don't know what that looks like or what that's supposed to look like, hit us up. Have a conversation with one of us. Even if you disagree with us, hit us up, have a conversation with us. Or if you just want to chat and talk about gear, guns, or whatever, feel free to hit any of us up. We're not going to Bible puke all over you just because, we believe that your only chance at salvation is our religion. Sorry, bad joke. Anyway, I appreciate all you guys so much. And remember that to make sure that you are being the best version of yourself, you have to hold yourself accountable to your own standards and expectations that, you desire to make sure that you're being that man, that leader in your community, in your family, in your neighborhood, and in every aspect of your life. And the way that we do that is by holding yourself accountable to those standards and expectations. Some of those rules that I like to share with you guys are: rule number 1 is to be kind. It's so important to be kind in everything that you do. That brief interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. So be kind. Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed, because a hand that's open to give is open to receive. And then rule number 3, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence, make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be. And be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. Thank you again, Red Dawn. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you again,
brother.
Drew.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Drew, man. Everything that you do. And to everyone out there that has been constantly just grabbing at my coattail and pulling me down and trying to do whatever they can to just fucking sabotage me and hurt me. And I have one thing to say to you. If you think that you can stop me, you think that you can slow me down, I have one message for you. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Take it easy. Thanks again, Drew. Lifetime channel member. We'll see y'all later.